Welcome, everybody, to another great night of Mario Baseball. Crazy, simulated, old 15-year-old Wii game Mario Baseball, baby. I'm your host and commentator, as always, Alec Rome, the owner of the Birdo Bows. And tonight, we have a few different stories that could come together. One mainly being our two undefeated teams remaining will be pared down to one as they face each other tonight in our fourth game of the night around 7:55 p.m. or so. But we have a whole lineup, 6 more games for you here in game week 5. And they start off with the Birdo Bows actually traveling to the Bowser Jr. Playroom, where we are right now to face the rookies. Caden's rookies are a tough 1-3. They've had 1 or 2 games that have just gotten out of hand. Specifically that 29-6 game they had in week 3. However, last week, for a little bit, they might have had a flavor, a little inkling of a comeback, essentially, but they were way too far out of it against the Diddy Monkeys. But maybe today will be a turnaround. Like we've said many times before, Caden is never opposed and never afraid of making changes, and he certainly made more lineup changes tonight. And the Birdo Bows made some changes as well, going back to Birdo in the pitching spot, but then adjusting what was a dual critter lineup in the middle infield. There's some changes being made there. But first, let's show you the standings. Again, after 4 weeks of play, and there's the scores down there at the bottom right. No 29 hung on the board last week, but we did see a 19 by Bowser beating the Waluigi Spitballs 19-2, and that ended up propelling or dropping the Spitballs to the bottom spot. But you have 4 different teams basically there that are all basically battling for last and are looking for their first win. That is for sure. Meanwhile, we have 7 teams that are essentially fighting for those 6 playoff spots right now. They're in the hunt. I mean, technically everybody's in the hunt because we still have 18 more games to play, including tonight. But Luigi Knights, 3-1, but surprisingly, because of that run differential and a loss to Bowser a couple weeks back in game week 3, 17-1. They have that negative run differential. Therefore, they are in the 7th spot, and so they'll be looking for wins. And of course, they'll be looking to win against the Waluigi Spitballs and prevent them from getting their first win, of course. And before we do anything else, and you see the rest of the standings, all the run differential, Mario Fireballs 34 and Bowser Monsters 32. Let's take a look at the 3 stars of game day 4, the last time we were on stream. Bowser, folks, 8 home runs on the season. He had 3 of them and 6 RBIs and a rout of Waluigi last time. Funky Kong, not as flashy of a performance, but God did it get it done. 1 home run for the team's 6 runs batted in a 6-5 win in knocking off one of the undefeated teams at that time, the Mario Fireballs. Yellow Magic Koopa had a nice 5 for 5 for the Wario Muscles, 5 RBIs, and no earned runs, I believe, in his, 2 1/3 or something, or 2 2/3, something like that. He had no earned runs in that game against Peach Monarchs. And then Teal Yoshi. Got to give an honorable mention to Teal Yoshi for the DK Wilds. Even though the DK Wilds have not won a game yet, Teal Yoshi was able to bat 3 for 4. Was 0-10 coming into the game, bat 3 for 4. And the first hit that Teal Yoshi had in the Triple SL was a homer. So congrats to Teal Yoshi. And maybe he can help tonight and get his team back on the right way. They face the Mario Fireballs on the road. Never an easy proposition. The Mario Fireballs have not lost at home so far this season. And so that's all of that. That's all the standings. Now, folks, let's get into the first game of the night. Let's dig into the lineups. The Birdo Bows on the road trying to improve to 4-1. And the Bowser Jr. rookies looking to get a second win and start to crawl back towards the playoff cut line here in the Triple SL. Starting with the away team, the Birdo Bows. Batting lineup doesn't change, but we do have some slight changes in the infield and outfield. Red Critter has been moved to right field for this team. Hoping that instead of it being Red Shy Guy, that Red Critter will provide a little bit more of an arm, a little bit more speed. Then you have Red Magic Koopa replacing at the second base spot. Was not amazing in his first game in the second base spot in the 4-0 loss to Luigi, but here's hoping that he can recover and do a little bit better today. Meanwhile, Birdo has her first start. Red Magic Koopa pitched last time to start. And, of course, then you got King K. Rool catching as always, and Red Yoshi there. Meanwhile, for the Bowser Jr. rookies, there are some changes. You have the Magic Koopa still in the middle infield. Most of the infield might be the same, but we did see some batting lineup changes. Caden in the number 1. I believe Green Magic Koopa might have switched around there. There was 1 or 2 changes in the batting order, and hopefully that will provide them what they need to get across the line. As we take a look at the stats, the team ERAs for teams, Bowser Jr. rookies are kind of an anomaly in some regard when it comes to slugging averages. They're in the middle of the pack. They're 4th from last in hitting average with a 4.33, but the team ERA, of course, not helped by that Mario Fireballs loss. They have a league worst team ERA of 12.10. And that is not going to help things. But, of course, they do have some pieces in there. Green Hammer Bro has done very well for them, averaging 667 over 15 at-bats, and has 4 home runs as well. That ties him for 3rd with Funky Kong of the Daisy Flowers. And that pretty much, folks, I'm going to go back and look. I wanted to take a look and see what Birdo did last week. Yeah, Birdo kind of came in and cleaned things up. Red Magic Koopa did start the game. And then Birdo came in. Red Magic Koopa only allowed 1 run in 3 innings. And then Birdo was able to shut it out. No earned runs in 4 innings and close the game out nicely. And so the Birdo Bows have a league best ERA of 2.1, I want to say. It's a different different side of the coin. And they are otherwise in the middle of the pack when it comes to team batting average, 464. Team slugging average 657, so that's middle of the road. But the Birdo Bows team 2.25 ERA, they're able to keep the defense together. And as we looked at the standings earlier, they've only allowed 9 runs through 4 games. That is kind of unfathomable considering all the high-scoring games we've seen so far. They have been good defensively. They've been good on the mound. They have 2 solid pitchers there, and that will provide a challenge. The Bowser Jr. Rookies are going to have to find a way to crack through, get balls in the gap, and just hope to get around, and hopefully it'll be enough. I expect it to be a close one. I expect this to be very similar to the Daisy Flowers game as well as the DK Wilds game that the Bowser Jr. Rookies played earlier this season. Those were close affairs, but of course I'm 60-40 partial that my team can improve to Form 1. But the only way we can find out, folks, for the one of you in here, as we get tonight going here in Game Week 5 on a Tuesday night, I hope you're doing well. I hope you settle in, sit on the couch, watch this on the TV. Whatever you're doing, I'm sitting down today. I have been standing during these for the last 4 times, and, dude, I am tired today. It's enough for me. So I will be sitting today, and I hope you are comfortable as well. It's the first game of the evening out of 6. Bowser Jr. Rookies Birdo Bows at the Bowser Jr. Rookies, but the rookies will start and bat first. Let's get it on. As we head over to the screen, and I go ahead and hit the play button on the game, and away we go. Always takes a nice little second. That first one on the ground there was grabbed by either Red Magic Koopa or something to that effect for the first out. Having a little bit of an issue here getting this up. Grounded out for 2, so I'm going to pause this real quick. Make sure we can actually get this up here, folks. Apologies. There we go. Good luck, Caden, by the way. Good luck to you, sir. Let's see if this will start working now for everybody. Hey, there we go. Now we got a game. We got a game on our hands, folks. And there's the first pitch. Well, it's 2 outs quickly. Over the head of Red Magic Koopa, and that will get Bowser Jr. on. It was a ground out to Red Magic Koopa. It was 4-3, and then I want to say it was something like a line out to him as well after 1 pitch. That's how I'm going to score it, at least, because we missed some of that. But, hey, it is what it is. This one, though, big drive by Green Hammer Bro, but they're at the wall. They don't grab it. Green Hammer Bro leads the scoring, and the Bowser Jr. Rookies take the early lead. Green Hammer Bro is so good in this building. It's his 5th of the season. He loves hitting homers in the playroom, and it's 2-0. And now this will bring up Blue Magikoopa. Birdo with her kind of reverse pitch, and it will get Blue Magikoopa to swing on. This one is going to get down for base hit, so the two-out rally continues here. And here's Toad now. In for a strike here on Green Toad. We'll take a look at some of their stats. This is line drive, and a nice grab by Green Critter. Was wondering if it was going to be a little bit of a different vibe, the fact that we have a Critter and a Magikoopa together. But he did us nicely there, but it doesn't matter. 2 runs scored makes this a 2-0 game. He's way to the bottom of the first with Red Yoshi, the standard, Green Critter, and King K. Rool. There we go. I had to get the other mic around. That one's lined out to Green Magikoopa for the first out. As we take a look at some of our individual stats here. Like I said, Bowser Jr. rookies are batting .433. The Birdo Bows just a little bit above it, .464. Green Critter taking a swing at this one, but it's going foul towards the third base line. Green Critter is 10 for 18, batting .556. Coming into this game, nobody really, except for a couple players, Red Shy Guy. The Shy Guy struggled a little bit at the plate, but everybody else batting about .500 or better. And that's a single for him with 1 away. Nice way to get it going. 5 people in here. Thank you so much for hopping in. I'm glad you're here. Birdo Bows are on the road at the Bowser Jr. rookies. And King K. Rool up at the plate will take his first strike. He only has 1 home run on the year, but this will not be a home run. It's a nice single, though, to keep things going. And he will trot, and luckily, my God, almost was caught out there somehow from the outfield. Here's Red Critter now. Red Critter takes a look at the first strike. Paintball here from Bowser Jr. Strike 2. This one swung on. It gets on the ground, and it will be another base hit. Bases loaded with 1 out here. Big spot here again for the Bowser Jr. rookies with me up. I hit my first home run, me did, in the previous game last week, and this would be a big time to do it. It's over the plate, but don't swing at it. That is a strike. The 0-1 is swung on. If it gets down, it'll be good. But no, it's grabbed by Green Hammer Bro. And Green Critter does not tag up. A little bit disappointed there in Green Critter that he didn't tag up. Had an opportunity after the pow ball, but does not tag up. And now here is Red Shy Guy with an opportunity himself. Jalen 23, welcome in. We're watching computer simulated Mario Slicker's Baseball, 12 teams, me and 11 friends, created a franchise, drafted teams, and we've been watching, setting our lineups. 22 games. Each team plays each other once at home and away to see who wins this. The SSSL crown right here. End of 1. It's 2-0, folks. That is what you're watching right now. CPUs are playing each other. Very nice. It's good. Hey, good to hear. I love CPU. This has been very fun that we've done this, so I appreciate that you're here. We have graphics and all the sorts of things line up, and I'm sure maybe we'll try to hear from some of our owners tonight. And you'll see them in the chat, like Caden right now. That's a line drive, though, to Red Magikoopa, and that's quickly 2 down here in the top of the second for the rookies. Big swing here, center field. Not going to get there in time, I don't think. Over his head again. Red Yoshi and me have not been collaborating well tonight. They've missed 2 chances at bombs, and Dry Bones sends that 1 yard, and it's 3-0. Green Dry Bones with a nice hit himself. His first homer of the year, and this team's 7th on the season. Now here's Caden. Birdo letting up more runs than she would usually let up early here. That's a line drive. Grabbed by Green Critter to end the inning. So a couple, or at least 1 more added on here by him. Birdo has allowed 7 runs in 4 games as she's been pitching, and allowed 3 here already. So that is headed to the bottom of the second. Yes, Jalen, so every team has multiple me's, and then there's certain characters that 2 teams are allowed to have, basically from a certain list of characters that could naturally have more than 1 appear. So like in the Mario games, there might be more than 1 Hammer Bro. you know, in like the standard Mario games. There might be more than one Koopa. So characters that have different colors that we could have multiple of, that helped fill out each team's 9-person roster. And every team has one Mii and one has 2 Miis. That's how it worked out, basically. But we were able to get it done. Initially, I was thinking it was going to be an 8-team league. Then I thought it was going to be a 10, and it was going to work for 10. And then we found enough to have 12 people, including myself, play. And that made a lot of fun. 2 out here. Red Yoshi in the bottom of the second only has 1 on. Red Yoshi's not been batting super well this season, and he's not continuing to. He came in batting .333 on 18 at-bats. And we'll drop a little lower. 2 straight innings of no score, and the Bowser Jr. rookies right now are in a solid position, up 3-0 in the batter's box. Green Magic Koopa, 8 for 14 coming into the game, but that's a quick out to his peer and counterpart in the red row. Now Bowser Jr. He's also been a little bit disappointing. 6 for 16, batting .375 coming into this one. Second time up. I mean, it's all kind of arguing. Like I said, .333 in the MLB as Red Magic Koopa grabs another one. He's really doing a lot better in this spot than he did in Week 1. .333 is amazing in Major League Baseball, and here it's kind of a little bit below average, I would say. Green Hammer Bro trying for a second tonight. It's to right field. It's way gone. They're not going to grab it, but it's off of the... Oh, yeah, it's right, the cracker. The WOP cracker is a feature of this stadium that we have not seen play into things. It hit the Womp Cracker and did not go over the wall. That gets rid of a Womp Cracker, but that's a double for Green Hammer Bro. Now this is going to be a line drive to me in center field. So that home run in Bowser Jr.'s playroom kind of taken away. I always get fooled by that because it breaks the cracker. And so no score there, even though, man, we really thought it might have been a score. Green Critter now. Takes first pitch really on the inside edge for a strike there. Really close. Big swing for Green Critter. It's going to be at the wall. They're not going to get to it. Goodbye. Leadoff homer for Green Critter. His second homer of the year. And this game's a little bit closer now. Right off the nose. A lot of people like hitting it off the nose of Bowser Jr. in center field here. And they've done it. Now you can bring up King K. Rool. He's had 1 homer on the year. He's going to have another. This is absolutely smoked. Goodbye. Absolutely gone. King K. Rool. Jalen, we don't have the stat sheet posted publicly. But maybe sometime in the future, potentially, I can post that stat sheet. But I will read off of it basically all throughout the night. And I'll make sure that you get stats of all different kinds. I reference it pretty frequently, but maybe in the future. Red Critter! Could it be 3 homers in a row? No, it's not, because Green Toad finally says enough is enough. Absolutely ridiculous section here. Back-to-back home runs. Man, oh man. Now 3-2. We had solo shots from Green Critter and King K. Rool. And a mistake from Blue Magic Koopa. I don't even know how that would have happened. And so 1 out with 1 on first base. Things getting a lot more interesting here. This one, line drive. This will be a double play to end the inning as I do not get back to first. That's a 6-3. Bowser Jr. getting a little bit tired. He's a bit rough on the mound to start. And that's unfortunately been the pattern. But they're still up 1. 3-2. Top of the 4th. We play 7 innings, folks. 7 innings. Makes things go a little bit faster. Keeps the games around a half an hour each. And so we're about halfway through this one. Green Toad on the first one. This one looks a little bit too high. Good drive here from Green Toad. But it's caught for out number 1. Goomba. This is on the ground, and Red Magic Koopa continuing to handle the easy stuff. And a quick 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Can Green Koopa turn this around? He is not very good. Averaging just 200 on 15 at-bats coming into the game. add to it. It's not been a great start for Green Koopa, probably statistically the worst batter on that team, has a lot better averages amongst the rest of the lineup, and it's still 3-2 halfway through, bottom of the fourth coming up right now for Birdo. Birdo is a steady 7 for 13 coming into the game, batting about 500, and this is going to be on the ground though. And again, it's off of Green Magic Koopa, another error. A very rare section here that these two have issues, but goddamn are they having issues. Both of them have had an error so far. Yeah, Koopa's a little bit tough, Jalen, as that one will get into the outfield for a base hit with 2 on, nobody out. We did use a community-suggested stat modifier, so a good amount of the characters have slightly boosted stats. We only wanted to do it slightly so that it wasn't changing too much from the original game, but that's always something we'll look at probably in a future season, is maybe giving some of the characters that are really still trash even after the the mod is there. Birdo's going to come home, by the way. 3-3 tie game on that single with nobody out. Red Magic Koopa with a solid hit for the Birdo Bows. Toad luckily gets that off in time before the chain chomp, but we got a tie game. Meaden's in here. Not a good day for the Magic Koopas. You're absolutely right. It's been a bit rough, to say the least. But yeah, we'll definitely look at adjusting the stats maybe. I hope there's a triple SL too, and if there's interest, and hopefully we can keep it going. That one's a line drive, though. Tag. Triple play! What a triple play by Bowser Jr. to keep the game tied. He gets 2 unassisted and slings it to first base. We've seen different triple plays that have included tossing, but not one like tagging the bag. That is an amazing play from someone who's been rough at shortstop this season for his team, and it keeps us tied at 3. Top of the 5th. Dry Bones hit the homer earlier, but it's grabbed before the fire lights a fire under my me's ass. Caden. This one on the ground. Grabbed by Red Magic Koopa. Bobbled it slightly, but was able to recover it for the second out. Magic Koopa's having a bit of trouble here fielding cleanly in this ballpark for some reason. Green Magic Koopa. This one doesn't look deep enough. They have a green shell. 2 of them there, though. And it's grabbed in time. That is 3, so a quick 3. And speaking of which, it's still 3-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Remember, folks, the Bowser Jr. rookies looking for their 2nd win of the season. Meanwhile, the Birdo Bows can improve to 4-1. And don't know if the run differential is going to get them any higher in the standings, but a 4th win is not anything to complain about. This is a line drive. Oh, just past Green Magic Koopa again. There's the pow ball and the chain chop. Green Critter's going to go 2, and he'll have a stand-up double to start the inning. A nice way to get it going here for King K. Rool. He's hit 1 already, back-to-back with his partner there. Has 2 on the season. A 3rd one would be huge. This one could be over the plate. It's swung on! Deep to center field! Green Toad slow, but they might get there in time. They do! Caden snags it at the wall, and Green Critter has to retreat. At first, I didn't think Green Toad was going to get there. He was moseying, and then was able to catch up and turn on the accelerator, get there in time, magically all of a sudden, and save what would have been the go-ahead homer. 6 people watching. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in here, and make sure you share with your friends and follow us on TikTok at Super Sluggers. We'll have plenty of highlights hopefully the rest of the week. I've been busy with my job, and also just it was a bit of a rough day. We had the clouds and rain here, and I felt like crap this morning, not gonna lie. So that's why I'm sitting down. I'm a little bit tired. This one's gonna be a line drive to right field for the end of the inning. So an opportunity with a man on base on second and nobody out turns into nothing, and after 5, we are in a close one, folks, to start off the night. 3-3. Bowser Jr. is up first in the top of the 6th. Game week 5 out of 22. Top of the 6th here, Birdo. So far in a complete game. Had a bit of a rough spot, letting up those homers at the beginning of the game, but has reined it in. 0-2 here on Bowser Jr. Doesn't go star pitch, and probably should have. She has been criticized for using her star pitches too early in the count, and she's starting to get a little bit tired after I said that. Maybe she heard me. But regardless, not a bad showing from her anyway. And here's what I say right there. But I don't blame her. Green Hammer Bro is a danger for this Birdo Bo's team, and she might use all of them. Here's the second one. Down 0-2. Now you got to pitch somebody. You got to pitch off the plate. Off the plate. Well, that's nice. It's off the plate. Can Green Critter get the 2? He'll pull the double play 6-3. Placed nicely. Caught it on the edge of the hammer rather than the sweet spot. And that is a double play. And that will be the end of the day for Birdo. So 3 earned runs on 5 2/3 will keep her ERA still very impressive. She came into the game with a total ERA of 2.88, and she'll remain among the league leaders. And that's a line drive there to third to end things here. Birdo ends up going to second, I believe, as Red Magic Koopa steps in. Those two are 1 and 2 tandem in this pitching bullpen. Not surprised there. Bottom of the 6th, 3-3. Red Shy Guy up here first. The Shy Guys have been struggling as well for this Birdo Bo side, but maybe not today. This is a deep, deep drive. Will the fire make a difference? It won't. Caden grabs it. Caden grabs it. You thought it might be a big one, but Red Shy Guy, alas, I don't know if that would have gotten over the wall in this stadium. These walls are so tall. I think in other stadiums it would have gotten over the wall, but not in this one. Here is Birdo the captain. She's been about a coin flip in the batting average. Very, very solid. Batting a little bit better than her team's average. Gets what you need. This could be what they need. This is deep. Will it stay fair for a homer to go ahead? No, it's going to pull just foul. Just foul. She's down 0-2. Another one over the plate. Contact swing, though, will get down. It will. So a nice contact swing by the captain to get her on first with one away. And here is Gray Shy Guy. 8 people in here now. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Got a lot of baseball tonight. And Gray Shy Guy continues to be abysmal as he grounds into a 4-6-3 double play. And we're headed to the 7th inning. Still tied at 3. Who will make the difference? We've seen extra innings at this ballpark already once this season. It was the only extra innings game we've seen in the SSSL. That one finished in A's. The Daisy Flowers walked it off. Blue Dry Bones beat the rookies here at home earlier this season. So 0-1 in extra innings game so far. Hoping they can change that around. Green Toad gets him on. He's on first with nobody away. Hoping Red Magic Koopa can get them out of this situation and just need to get 1, but 2 on with nobody out. This is a bit of a scary spot here. Koopa, though, is a nice person to have up at the plate. Hasn't been doing amazing, but you never know when a player can turn it on. First pitch is in for a strike. Will he be patient this time? I'm surprised he's not bunting, to be quite frank with you. Line drive, grabbed by Green Critter. There's 2. Could it be 3? No. Birdo's not going to try for it, but that's exactly what I was talking about. Lining into a double play there, and is just a bit rough there. But Green Dry Bones, he had a homer earlier. This will not be a homer, but it will get down. So they keep the inning alive. That one was going to be close. Not getting there in time is Red Yoshi. Now here is Caden. 2 on. Tied at 3. Top of the 7th. 0-1 on Caden and me, the owner of the team. Off speed. On the ground. It's bobbled. It's hit. Green Critter gets hit. Play for first. No, it's safe. The error item makes a difference. Green Critter with the error. And the bases are loaded with 2 out. Here for Green Magic Koopa in a tie game. Big spot here for Green Magic Koopa. 8 for 14 coming into this one. A Red Magic Koopa doesn't want to pitch him in anything over the plate. Off speed, though. This is over the plate, but swing and a miss. 1-1. This one's going to be over the plate. It's a nice contact. It's over Birdo. They're going to take the lead. The blue item's going to allow another one to get home. 5-3. It could be 6-3 if Caden goes for it. At the plate. Safe. 6-3. A 3 RBI double for Green Magic Koopa. You wonder why Birdo didn't use any of her star pitches. And now the Bowser Jr. rookies could be on the path to winning at home and getting their 2nd win of the season. What a spot. Red Magic Koopa getting tired. You have to pull him after that blown opportunity there. Blown save. Now Shy Guy will look to get the last out and send them into the bottom of the 7th with a try. Strike 1 here on Bowser Jr. Star pitch here. Don't always love his star, but a star swing. The paintball. This one is up in the air. Red Critter's underneath it, though. And he doesn't recover. 7-3. Green Magic Koopa gets home because of the paintball. Red Critter couldn't recover, and I don't blame him. Big change of events here. And the Birdo Bows are down 4 with only a half inning to go, and they still haven't finished this one. Bit of a concerning situation here, especially the owner sitting here commentating this game. I'm a little upset. Green Hammer Bro could really seal it, but he takes strike 1. He had a homer earlier. Scary spot. They got to get out of this. This one swung on. Will it stay up? No. Bowser Jr. will get to third, and the inning will not end. So, hey, this happened to Bowser Jr. earlier this season at the Mario Fireballs. They had a 12-run inning happen with 2 outs. But now this one will end. The half inning will end. 4 on the board, a clutch 4 in a 2-out situation. That's a much different story for them. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 7-3. First one here for Red Magic Koopa. That's in for a base hit. Nice way to start for him after a blown save. Got to get people on base. Blue Magic Koopa might be done. I wouldn't hate just getting rid of him now and having a fresh arm in here for this critical last inning. Red Yoshi has been a bit rough. That's called a strike. 6 for 18, like I said, batting .333. You just need a single out of him. Will you get a single? You will! Green Magic Koopa's not going to get to it. And there's 2 on with nobody out. And now you get back to the power section of the lineup. Both Green Critter and King K. Rool hit homers earlier. And now it's a strike. This would be huge. This one over the plate. Contact swing. Will it get down? It will! Bases loaded with King K. Rool hit a homer earlier. Up at the plate with a chance to tie the game if he goes yard. This one over the plate. Off speed. Nice eye. Deciding to take that one as King K. Rool. This one, a ball. Good eye here for King K. Rool. 1-1. Again, nobody out here. This one over the plate. Line drive. Will it get down? No, it's grabbed. And Green Critter luckily gets home safe. So King K. Rool out of the way, but you're not replacing it with somebody easier. Red Critter's hit 3 home runs, and now Green Magic Koopa will try to get in here and make the save. Still bases loaded. A double play would end it, but a grand slam would tie the game. Ball 1 on Red Critter. You got to really be eyeing on it. Oh, took a swing at this one. It might have curved. It might have been called a strike. That one's foul. He really wants to get a look at this one. This one looks over the plate. Swung on. It's deep. It's going to get to deep left center. Expected to be a sac fly. It's grabbed. But the power play, the power throw at the plate. He's tagged out. Game over. What a double play to end the game. And the Bowser Jr. rookies get their 2nd win of the season. The sac fly didn't work. Big situation. The Birdo Bows couldn't find the big hit. And what a play by Caden to get it home. Red Magic Koopa didn't even know the ball got there. And that is the game. GG's to the Bowser Jr. rookies. They win at home for the first time this season. 7-3 the score. I believe the first time. No, they won earlier. They did. 7-3. Nice win for them. The Birdo Bows fall to 3-2 in that bit of a heartbreaker. They had that one close, a tie game heading into the 7th inning. They led up 4 in 2 outs, and a bit of deja vu for the Bowser Jr. rookies, but this time it goes their way. They improved to 2-3, a big step for them. The Birdo Bows shouldn't drop crazily in the standings, but if everybody else begins to win tonight, and a lot of matchups will go that way, they might drop into that 5 or 6 spot. They were in the 5 spot before, as you can see by that standing graphic there, so they could drop into the 6th spot. It's not a loss you'd like to see, but they might be okay. Next week, they'll end up having a chance to redeem that loss. They are back at home, but doesn't get any easier for them. They face the Daisy Flowers, one of the 2 remaining undefeated teams, but one of them will not be undefeated by the end of the night. That's our 4th game of the night. Don't go away. It's the battle of undefeateds in the 4th game, but the next one, the DK Wilds look to get a win at Mario Stadium, as Mario looks to improve to 4-1. Going to be a good one. Keep around. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to beautiful Mario Stadium, and it's time for Game 2 of our 6 games tonight. As always in the SSSL, it is the DK Wilds headed on the road to take on a vicious and difficult Mario Fireballs. 2 weeks ago, they were able to beat the team that just won, the Bowser Jr. Rookies, by a ridiculous score of 29-6, including an inning where they were able to score 12 runs on 2 outs, like literally all 12, with 1 out remaining. It was an insane stretch. This team is amongst the best in the league in batting average and in pretty much a lot of categories when it comes to team efforts. They're second in team slugging. They're fourth in team ERA. This is just one of those signs. All of those statistics, if you're in the top, you're probably in the top of the league and you're probably winning games. However, after coming off of scoring 29, they couldn't score enough. They scored 5, and the Daisy Flowers scored 6. And that was enough to get them to 1 loss on the year. And as much as you don't want to change the wheel, and for the most part, Andrew, the owner, has not really changed anything drastic heading into this game, you do start to wonder if they can recover from getting beat by what will likely be a playoff rival of theirs. I'd have to imagine, based on the way things are going, there's still a long way to go, but these two will be amongst the playoff contenders by the end of the season. And of course, they'll play one more time here later on this season. Let's take a look, though. DK Wilds, they're looking for their first win. They've lost a couple of heartbreakers, including 2 by 1 run. And last week they had a little last-ditch effort, but it was to no avail. They ended up losing, I believe to the Luigi Knights. They did 9-6. It was a close one. They actually had a chance to come back. They had it set up with maybe a chance to hit a grand slam to win the game like we just saw, but it didn't work out, and it has been a brutal start for them. But Peter is always willing to make those changes, and let's take a look at those changes here as we take a look at our starting lineups. Yoshi, who hit a home run and was 3 for 4 last game after starting the season 0 for 10, is going to get the leadoff spot. Baby DK in the coveted 3 position, and now Donkey Kong is a little bit further down the order, and I'm going to guess that this is a strategy by Peter to try and load the bases with singles to get Donkey Kong in the power section of the lineup, which in my opinion is the 4-5-6 or the 5-6-7 really, to have them have shots at home runs and increase the multiplication of those home runs. That is my guess as to why he chose to do that. And the outfield looks different. Donkey Kong was playing center field. He is no longer playing center field. He's in the shortstop position. Peter in the second base position. Brown Critter at first. Yellow Magic Koopa gets the nod on the mound tonight. And Yoshi in left field. Going to be interesting to see how this look works out for him. I know that the left field side might have a chemistry issue there, but you never know. It might be okay for them. Meanwhile, there's no chemistry issues on this team. It's a classic Mario team, the Mario Fireballs, and they really having a lot of issues. They will have error items. They will be able to rob balls to the wall. But as I've said plenty of times, their weakness is their speed, and I think that influenced putting Mario out into right field in hopes of being able to get to those balls in the gap and slowly kind of knock down the amount that they let up. For example, in their game that they lost last week, I believe they let up something in the ballpark about 14 hits, which is not bad. But when you're letting up singles and you give teams a chance to get into the game like that, it's no wonder why they got upset. But was it really an upset? The Flowers are on top of the league. I don't know. Anyway, all that being said, here we are. Second game of the night. The Mario Fireballs are looking to be the first team to get, or well, not the first team. They're looking to get to 4 wins after they thought they were going to stay undefeated. But by 1 run, they're 3-1. But the DK Wilds desperately need a win. I think for morale's sake, when you lose close games as they have so far this season, you need a morale boost. And they desperately need one right now on the road. But you couldn't have picked a harder environment to go into and try to get the win. It's DK at Mario. It's the second game, and we get it started. Here we go. It'll be Andrew to lead off. Let's play ball. Mario Fireballs got the toss. They're batting first here, and here's the first pitch in for a strike. Line drive here to Donkey Kong. A little bit more of real estate on Donkey Kong to catch those line drives, and he does easily. One away for Blue Pianta. Again, this team has been batting so well. They're best in the league as a team in the batting category. But this one is a grounder to the pitcher, and so two-way for them quickly. They don't really, they aren't used to, until last week, putting up innings where they don't score. Blue Pianta, 8 for 17. He's probably the worst among the Piantas, surprisingly, even though that's my favorite color of Pianta. The yellow and the red Piantas have been batting in the 611 and 706 range, respectively there. And here is Yellow Pianta. Again, 11 for 18, coming into this game with 2 home runs. 6 different players on this team have a home run this season out of the 9. And that's a single. To get 2 on with 2 out here, maybe a little bit of a chance to get a run in as you have Red Toad. Red Toad has also been very solid, batting .579, most of those being 11 hits being singles. But he did hit a homer in that 29-6 route, and it wouldn't be a bad time for him to find it again. The 0-1, or the 1-0 rather, this one is going to be another blooper, and this is this team's bread and butter. Yellow Toad thought about going home, but he holds back. Bases loaded here with 2 away. They hit a lot of balls like that. They're perfectly placed. They're hard to get to for either the infield or the outfield, and they allow them to get runs, but that one is straight in the glove of Peter. The extra red me hits that to Peter. The Mario Fireballs have that extra red me because we were 1 short in the draft, and they currently are short of runs. They scored nothing. It's 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Till Yoshi in a new spot for him in the leadoff spot. Maybe this is an opportunity to keep the momentum going for him and change how things are going. And it will continue his momentum. After starting 0-10, he's 4 of his last 5. Well done to Till Yoshi for turning these things around. I mean, again, it's a random season. This is random. We're simming. We don't know what's going to happen. And Till Yoshi has all of a sudden found a way to turn on the Jets. But he does get picked off in a double play there, 6-3. And there's quickly 2 away for Baby DK, who was threatening to hit a home run last week but got robbed. He has 1 RBI on the year, but otherwise just has a good amount of singles, batting 8 for 16 in this season. He's down 0-2 here, though. He takes another swipe at this one, but the banana pulls that one foul on the third base line. Stays 0-2 here. Contact swing. Nice grab by Blue Pianta at second. 1-2-3. They get down quickly after the double play. It's still scoreless after 1. We head to the top of the second. Mario will lead off in the top of the second. Always dangerous. 5-tool player Mario, the cover athlete. To get us rolling here in the top of the second, Yellow Magic Koopa pitches a ball, and we will take a look here too. Yellow Magic Koopa's pitched in 3 games. Has allowed 8 runs, only 2 of those earned, so he has a pretty decent ERA. Again, we do count errors in this, even if it's an error item, because sometimes you can't avoid the error item. So when it's not avoided, it is counted as an error because they're error items. So only 2 earned runs allowed for Yellow Magic Koopa through 7 1/3 innings pitched. So not bad. A 1.91 ERA puts him in the top of those categories. This is pulled foul by Red Pianta. Red Pianta has 1 home run this year. This one is looking like it could be a second. It's deep at the wall. Will they grab it in time? They do. Yellow Yoshi robs it in right center field, and that's the first one away. Nice rob. They were again a little bit slow to it, but I think the hit in general was just a little bit too slow, a little bit too much of a high pop fly, and it's robbed at the wall. Nice job to keep it scoreless. Take a look at the stat leaders. Donkey Kong is 5th on the DK Wilds with 3 home runs. And a lot of Mario Fireballs show up in the top 15 in hits. That one is lined out to popped out to center field. That's 2 away. And here is Andrew. Back up here to the top of the order. The 0-1 is on the ground to Donkey Kong with a nice sliding grab and a roll. A barrel roll, you could say, to tag second and end the inning. Still nothing on the board for the Mario Fireballs, and they haven't been able to get anybody to third. The DK Wilds in the power section of the lineup are due up here in the bottom of the second. Star pitch for Andrew is swung on and over the head of Yellow Pianta and in the corner, and that's a leadoff single for Peter. Again, lots of names for the Mario Fireballs showing up in the top 15 of a lot of stat categories, including Yellow Pianta 3rd in RBIs. And you have Andrew, who's an ERA of 3, but that's a nice one in the gap. This could be extra bases for Peter. He's going to get to third. Runners on the corners with nobody out, an opportunity for them to take the lead here in the bottom of the second with Brown Critter. A good time to have him up. Andrew is a 3 ERA through 11 innings pitched. This might add to it, though. Pulled foul here by Brown Critter for the first strike. Take strike 2. Down there looking. The 0-2 off speed. It swung on. Contact hit. Will it get down? It will not. And that's one away. Had an opportunity, and I don't know if you would have had a run there from Peter at third. Generally, players like to play a little conservative with pop flies and sac flies. Now here's Yellow Magic Koopa. Can he pull them in an interesting spot? Nope, it will be lined out to Blue Pianta, and Donkey Kong is way headed the other way. So unfortunately, a runner on third. Peter does not get a chance to get home, and it's scoreless through 2 as we head to the top of the third. Blue Pianta. So a slow one for Yellow Magic Koopa, but it's over the plate for a strike. This Yellow Magic Koopa and the other Yellow Magic Koopas. That's grabbed nicely by Donkey Kong in his big glove. For the Wario Muscles, Yellow Magic Koopa is the league leader in ERA with a 0.88 through 8 innings. But this Yellow Magic Koopa through 7 1/3 is doing pretty well as well in the 6th spot with 191 through 7 1/3. And so far, improving those averages as well, as they've not allowed anything. But he's down in the count. Yellow Toad's got to be liking the 2-0, and he does like it. He'll hit it in the gap for a single. That is a batter's count, a hitter's count. And now we got one on here for Yellow Pianta, who's always dangerous for this team in particular. This one over the plate. Line drive grabbed, though, by Donkey Kong, and what a choice to put him at the shortstop position. You know there's going to be a lot of hits there. He's able to get the 6-3 double play and get him out of the third with nobody scoring. And now Boo will step up for the DK Wilds. But, man, he looks like a solid infield player if I've ever seen one. And that's surprising, all things considered. I don't know if I would have expected that from Donkey Kong. But right now, he's killing it in the shortstop position. That is for sure. Boo is able to get on. He's been doing pretty well, batting .600 coming into the game. This one over the head of Blue Pianta. And again, there's 2 on. And Boo thought about going for third, but retreats back to second. So 2 on here. Big spot for what they call the light blue Yoshi, but we call him teal Yoshi here. He looks a little bit more teal in my opinion, and he might hit his 2nd homer of the year, but it's at the warning track. Will Boo tag up? He's in position to do so. He is going to oh, no, he pulled back. Nice throw. Got it into the relay person early. That was Blue Pianta. And so able to prevent Boo from getting the third. So now you can ground in to a 4-6-3 double play. And we're scoreless through 3, folks. Defense has been showing out. They can't quite get anybody home here at Mario Stadium. The DK Wilds are probably still loving this, to be quite frank. They were a little bit worried, and Peter was worried in our group chat about asking that Mario and Andrew's team take it easy on him. And right now, I think they are not taking it easy when it comes to the defense of this team. They're putting in max effort. Jade Steppo, hello. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. This is the SSSL. It's a CPU simulated franchise mode league on Mario Super Sluggers with me and 11 friends. Red V to right field. Bye-bye. Our first score of the game is a home run from Red Me, his first of the year. The extra Red Me slams this one to right field. Has been batting .529 and adds a homer on top of it. It's 2-0. And Yellow Magic Koopa, just by that, that's the end of his day. Still pitched fairly decently, but now, after letting up those 2 in a close game like this, you're going to go to Donkey Kong, and Yellow Magic Koopa will go back to the shortstop position. Mario here, also a solid .563, batting 9 for 16 coming into this one. It's going to get in the gap. He'll add to that average. 8 people watching. Thank you so much. Make sure to follow us on TikTok at Super Sluggers. We're going to post more highlights there, including some from tonight. This one over the plate. It's going to get down. Red Pianta will allow Mario to get the second. A no-out single here. 2 on with nobody away for Blue Toad. Strike 1. Blue Toad on the ground. Yellow Magic Koopa. There's a bomb there, and it explodes. He doesn't get to it in time. I don't know if he would have gotten to it. Maybe you call that an error on him, but the bases are loaded here in the top of the fourth with nobody out. For Andrew, line drive. There's one. There's two. Could it be three? Oh, no, it's not three. It's safe, but it's a double play, and that will certainly help the prospects of the DK Wilds and keeping this game under control. But the Mario Fireballs hit 12 runs on a 2-out rally. They've done it before. Can they do something big like that again? Blue Piazza's going to get into the outfield. Mario's coming home. The blue item. Blue Toad's getting to third. Blue Toad can try to go home and make it 4-0. He will. Not going to get there at all. And it's 4-0. A 2 RBI double for Blue Piazza. What a play there in a clutch moment to maybe help put this game away. You just never know if that's going to be the moment that closes things out. Here is Yellow Toad with 2 out, deep into center field at the warning track. The POW ball could come down. It doesn't in time. Yellow Yoshi's able to grab that and stop the bleeding, but they certainly added to the bleeding. 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. But hey, you got Donkey Kong in there. And Baby DK, if he can get a single, if Peter can get a single, you can do some damage right back. Baby DK, oh, nice hit at that. Nice take, but it's just foul. 0-1. How about a take here? This one right to Yellow Toad, and he digs that out from deep third for the first out. What a play by Yellow Toad. Here is Peter looking at strike one. This one in the gap, and so Peter will get aboard. Again, folks, follow us on TikTok. Super Sluggers trying to get us to 1,000 followers. It's going to be a long way, but we just posted a highlight. Luckily, I hit a hotkey, and we just posted a highlight of tonight's action. If you're missing it, we'll post. It's a big moment, so make sure you follow us there. 0-2 on Donkey Kong. He has struck out, I believe, once this season. The 0-2. It will get down, and so with 1 out, DK is on first. Peter is on second. Brown Critter is the only one with the strikeout on this team, but he's not going to strike out here. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the fourth with 1 out. So a jam for Mario's team to get out of. Yellow Magic Koopa is a solid hitter. 8 for 14 coming into this one. Star pitch. It's swung on. It's going to get over Blue Piazza's head. Peter's coming home. That's one. The POW item. Donkey Kong. It's going to be a close one at the plate. Donkey Kong saved the close play. And that's pass ball. They're going to go to second and third. It's rare to see a pass ball like that. And now they're in scoring position too. Oh my goodness, what a section there. The POW item was perfectly placed and perfectly timed. Close play at the plate, and how can you deny Donkey Kong? He's going to roll over anybody, and then the wild pitch, and now Andrew is going to be in a jam. He's not used to letting up runs like this. He's got a tough spot. Boo, lines this one. It will be a double play to the end of the inning. So that's just the 2 that they get. Could have been more, but hey, they cut the deficit in a big way, and now if they can lock it up here as we head to the top of the 5th, maybe they can come back and have a shot at taking the lead or tying the game. But they got to get through a tough part of the lineup here. Yellow Piazza, as I've said, is so difficult. That's 2 home runs on the season. Not going to be a third, but it will get down for another base hit for him. That's going to be at least his 12th of the year. Red Toad is not afraid of homers either. He has 1, 2 RBI. 0-1 here. This one. Oh, just past the sliding Peter at second base. And again, we are starting to load the bases. Put 2 on with nobody out here for Red Me, who hit a homer earlier. His first of the year, the extra Red Me. Shocking to allow to break this game open. Peter can't grab that one either. It was so close. But Toad is caught out at second because a POW item, a POW ball was thrown down. And so now there's just runners on the corners. Changes the inflection of this because Mario can ground into a double play and end the inning. Strike here on Mario. The 0-1. It's swung on! Deep to left center field! They're not going to grab it! Bomb from Mario! And it's 7-2! It was gone as soon as it left the bat. There was no doubt about it. He hits a bomb in his own home stadium, and the lead is 5. What a bomb from him. Here's Red Pianta. Can he add to it with nobody on the bases? Clearing the bases is Mario. His first home run of the year. Now Peter can reach that one. It's directly to him. Tough spot there for Peter. Again, it could be another heartbreak. You're so close, 2 runs away. You have it close for a little bit, and then you just have one blow-up inning like that, and it all could be over, but there's still a little bit of time left here. It's not like they're headed to the bottom of the 7th when they get back to the batter's box. The 0-2 on Blue Toad is on the ground, and that will be 3. Nice pitch selection there from Donkey Kong. Does get them out of the situation, but 3 runs added on makes this a 5-run game. 7-2 as we head back to the top of the order, but first, the 9-spot hitter, Yellow Shy Guy, who is actually better, all things considered, from the Shy Guys. He's going to add to that hit total. He was batting just around 500 and improves there. Like I said, some of the Shy Guys in this league have been struggling, to say the least, but not one of those Yellow Shy Guy is. And Teal Yoshi is 3 for 3. He just continues to kill it. Is having a turnaround season, to say the least, and could be on a campaign. If this team starts winning games, maybe he could be in All-Star voting during our All-Star break after Game Day 11. We will have an All-Star game, folks, so make sure to look out for that. Yellow Yoshi's going to get it into the gap. And the fire's there, and here we go. Just like that, the bases are loaded with nobody out. Baby DK. He's had a nice contact hit earlier. Got to get at least one here, you think, to cut the deficit. Contact hit. It's going to be on the ground. It will be a double play, but it gets Yellow Shy Guy home. It's something. You really wish you could have done a little bit more there. And that will be the end of the day for Andrew. Just 3 allowed after about 4 1/3 innings pitched, or 2/3 innings pitched. A solid outing from Andrew, all things considered. That's going to be on the ground to Blue Pianta. Only one could be gotten there when the bases were loaded with nobody out. You have to feel it's a little bit disappointing, but one's better than nothing, and the lead is 4. Here is Andrew now. Andrew is batting about .444 coming into the game. Like I said, .333 is kind of the baseline, where if you're below that, you're really struggling. If you're at that, you're okay. This one is straight to Brown Critter at first. And now Donkey Kong getting a little bit tired, but folks, you got to admit he's been in there for a while after relieving, I believe, Yellow Magic Koopa. Barrel pitch. This is on the ground again to Donkey Kong, and he's put out 2 here. Yellow Magic Koopa did start the game. That will be the end of the day for Donkey Kong, so he had a little bit of a blow up there in one of those innings, but still not really too disappointed with his effort, all things considered. Yellow Toad! Deep to left center. The bananas could come down and make a difference. And there it is. Teal Yoshi jumps out of the way, and Yellow Toad is going to get to third on an error. Man, oh man, you could have ended the inning there and gone to the bottom of the 6th, but now you got Yellow Pianta who could bat in another run and make it 5 again. Brutal way for that to go. He didn't even need to move. Till Yoshi did. On the ground. Grabbed by Yellow Magic Koopa. Is he going to prevent the run? Got him! Got him at first. And that's the end of the inning. So they're able to prevent the runner on third from coming home and scoring one and cashing that in. And so they'll have a chance with the power section of the lineup once again to cut the deficit. Here's Donkey Kong. Take strike 1. Oh, and 2 on Donkey Kong. Will it get down? It will. Nice contact hit again for Donkey Kong. Is so solid with his discipline to not try to go yard on the 0-2 counts. Gets the contact hit. Well done for him. Big swing! Brown Critter! Deep right center! They're not going to get to it in time! And we're cutting the deficit again! It's 7-5! Brown Critter coming up in a huge spot here towards the end of the game. This is going to get his team back into it. You knew there might be an issue as Mario comes in to pitch. Andrew goes out there. There's no chemistry, and they weren't going to get that one anyway. What a grab. What a hit by Brown Critter. And we got a close one again. Yellow Magic Koopa. This one's a hot one in the gap between short and third. And they still have nobody out in this one. Brown Critter is second home run of the year. And it could be a big way for this team trying to get their first win of the season against a very tough opponent. Boo. Will it get in the gap? It will. Nobody out. A single puts runners on first and second
for Yellow Shy Guy, and they could get back towards the top of the order again. Yellow Shy Guy. This one's going to be in the gap too. Will it be grabbed? No, it's over his head. Over his head. Yellow Magic Koopa's going to come home. And it's a one-run game. He's safe at the plate. Close play. But he's safe. Take another look at this one. Over his head. Turning third. It was going to be a close play. Blue Toad gave it a run. But got there in time. Lakito calls him safe. And it's a one-run game. What a moment and what a spot here for Teal Yoshi. Started the season 0-10 and has now been crushing it, hitting a lot of hits in the last 2 games. If he gets one here with nobody out, he can help propel his team to a chance at victory. And there's bases loaded with nobody out. What a game this is. Folks, we had a great first one that came down to the last inning. We got another good one that's going to come down to the last ones. Yellow Yoshi, nobody out with bases loaded here, folks. Tough spot for Mario on the ground. They're going to get 2. No, he throws at the plate. Double play. What an unbelievable double play by Pianta. The laser at home gets the home base runner. What IQ. There's 2 out. And then was able to get the play at first with the other Pianta. Brilliant baseball, but it's not going to matter. Baby DK with the single. Teal Yoshi at the plate. Oh, he's out. They got him out. Oh, my God, what a run there. Teal Yoshi gave it everything he could to try and get the run and allow them the advantage in the last inning, but he's called out at the plate. Oh, my God in heaven. We go to the 7th, tied at 7. We're going to clip that shit right now. I've been using my clip button all night. The verticals are going on TikTok. God damn, what an inning that was, folks. Oh, man. Red Toad tied at 7. The Mario Fireballs are embroiled in one at home. Red Toad! Deep to center field. Watch out for the fire. Oh, it does catch Yoshi. Red Toad's going to get to third. Another error from Yellow Yoshi. And a big spot here in the top of the 7th. Runner on third with Red Me. He hit a home run earlier. This is going to be close, folks. Can the DK Wilds find a way to hold on and get to the bottom of the 7th with a tie game? It's going to be difficult now with a runner on third. It's definitely difficult now. Red Me with the RBI single, and they take the lead. Now you're just focused on keeping it at 1. But Red Me coming up another big opportunity there. 3 RBIs in the game for Red Me. Oh, man, how things have gone back and forth. The tables have turned all different types of ways. Mario had a homer earlier. This looks like a line drive, but it's going to get down, and there's still 2 on with nobody out. Now you got to have a heart thumping if you're Peter and the DK Wilds. Boo's a good pitcher, but you got to get him out here. Red Pianta, not somebody you want to see up at the plate in this sort of situation. You'd love to see a double play. Oh, that one's called a ball. Could have been a nice way to get ahead in the count here. Boo, it's curving inside. This one will fly out to left. It's grabbed. Mario! Oh, he was caught in between first and second. That could have been close. But now, if you can get Blue Toad out here, you have a shot to make it just a 1-run game going into the bottom of the 7th. You have a chance to pull this game back. This is a pop fly. If the pow ball doesn't make a difference, Yellow Yoshi's been causing a lot of errors, but not right now. 2 away. Huge, huge grab there for Yellow Yoshi. Andrew on the ground, in the gap, bases loaded. Yellow Yoshi able to get in, play at the plate. Why did he go? Red Me is caught in a pickle at third. Oh, he's safe. Unbelievable. Why didn't he throw it earlier? And that's a mistake, in my opinion. A close play, nonetheless, for Blue Pianta at the plate. Grabbed. Oh, it's over the head of Peter. They're going to add 1. Unbelievable scenes here. And Yellow Yoshi doesn't get it in. Brutal again. The heartbreak continues for the DK Wilds. They had this game tied. They potentially could have taken the lead. Teal Yoshi gets tagged out in the bottom of the 6th, and now all of this stuff has happened, and they're down 3, trying to get out of the inning with a runner still on third and first. Brutal, 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 and they're not going to get this one. Yellow Yoshi has been a liability today in center field, and make it 11-7, and now the prospects that are coming back are in a much different situation. Good teams and teams that have win that win know how to win. They know how to get it done. And so far, the DK Wilds have not been able to get over the finish line and show that they know how to win. We still have a half inning, but you must get out of this spot. Strike one here. Baby DK's coming in to potentially clear this up. Yellow Pianta, can they get underneath it? Boo will not get underneath it. And it's bases loaded. This could get ugly here. You have to try and keep it. You have to stop it. You must get it out here. It's just, there's no excuse. Red Toad, over the head of Peter. Peter's been selling, and now they're going to get two more on. Peter has sold at second base. I hate to say it. I love his team a lot. I wish him the best because I want him to win. But god damn, he's missed two over his head. Now he'll get the grounder, and the damage has already been done. It was tied going into the top of the seventh. And the Mario Fireballs, they had 6 runs at home. They're a team that knows how to win. They've won 3 times this year. The DK Wilds are still looking for one. They are again up against it. And they will continue to be up against it as Peter lines out. You have to go back to looking at all these situations. Too many chances. Teal Yoshi, I don't blame him for gambling to try to get the lead run in the bottom of the 6th. But man, it looks like it wouldn't have mattered. Can DK add anything? It's on the ground. He will at least get aboard with 1 out. That is something. It's better than nothing. A lot of work to do. Got to limit the outs. Brown Critter hit a homer earlier. His second of the year. This one is in the gap. And so that's at least 2 on with 1 out. Still a long way to go. You got to get through in a lot of sections of the order here, but singles are your friend. Strike 1 on Yellow Magic Koopa. Down the middle. Will it be grounded out? Grab, but there's the shell. Can Brown Critter get up first? Okay, Brown Critter's going to be out at second. Yellow Yoshi, or Yellow Magic Koopa gets the first. They're down to their last out here. Up 13-7 the DK Wilds with Boo at the plate. The 0-1. Swung on. Grabbed by Blue Pianta. And they win the game. After it being close in the bottom of the 6th, they put up 6 and hold at home. They remain undefeated in this ballpark. And it's a brutal way. Once again, the DK Wilds taste victory. And then they spit out defeat. The final score here from Mario Stadium. Mario 13, DK 7. Oh, folks. I mean, I just hate to come on this broadcast once again and see a brutal spot where the DK Wilds lose it. I mean, they've had multiple blown leads, 1-run losses, and they were tied going into the bottom of the 7th. Just drama. Do they bring the drama, folks? I tell you what, it was close, but brutal. Peter, as I've talked to him plenty of times, he's not afraid to try to make changes. We saw changes in his team today. But now at this point, I mean, you got to probably work on your outfield a little bit. You don't have the chemistry there like you should. And Yellow Yoshi, to be quite frank, was fucking ass. Was a huge problem for them. And Peter, even at second, that might not be the best spot for him. You might want to put him back out in the outfield with maybe like Yellow Magic Koopa and Yellow Yoshi. You got the yellow combination there. I don't know what the answer is, but you will say, at least for the highlights, you're not going to get rid of Teal Yoshi. He's showing that he has the momentum, and the rest of the lineup seems fairly solid, but Jesus, just cannot find a victory. But meanwhile, the Mario Fireballs, they improved to 4-1. This will help them in their chase for a first-round bye. Come on back. We got another 4 games. The third game is going to be a big one again. Bowser on the road at the Peach Monarchs. The Peach Monarchs are also hunting for their first win. Come on back. Welcome back, folks, to the Triple SL. I'm Alec Rome, and tonight our third game of the night is the Bowser Monsters on the road at the Peach Monarchs. Well, the Bowser Monsters, they started off just slightly rough, losing to Wario 13-6, but folks, since then, they have been possibly one of the most feared teams in the league. Bowser has 8 home runs. He leads the league in home runs, and then on top of that, you have to worry about his pitching ability. Through 3.58 ERA through 13 and 6.7 innings pitched. He's among the top leaders in hits in pretty much every batting category. He's the top of the line in home runs, RBIs, and slugging. He averages, folks. Slugging, you take the singles, the doubles, the triples, and the home runs, you add them all up in the right way, you multiply them. You do all that, and so it gets you an average about how many bases somebody's getting per, at bat. Well, Bowser's averaging a double every at bat because he's hitting so many goddamn homers. That is scary. A guaranteed double, pretty much, on average, is a scary proposition when he comes in the lineup. He hit 3 home runs last week. He was our first star game week 4, and he goes on the road in hopes of continuing his march and maybe getting a little bit of revenge. I think as there was some conversation between Tristan and Jeff in our chat about just the rivalry and the meaning that is there between these two captains. And really, the fact that Bowser kept Peach captive, I think that maybe this will be the motivation that the Peach Monarchs need to get across the line and get them their first win of the season. Unfortunately, the Peach Monarchs have not been there offensively. They found some good things and some bad things in their game, particularly their strengths in the offensive part of the game are their 2 dry bones. You will see them in the 2-3 spots tonight, and they will get on base a lot. They are this team's bread and butter, their foundation. But what has been the struggle and what the plan was Blue Pianta. He was taken early by Jeff, the owner, maybe in the 3rd round, and so far he has been lackluster and not really gotten the stats and gotten the RBIs that is required for a team to win in this league. He has 1 homer, but with only 5 RBIs and he's 5 for 13, batting .385, it's honestly a little bit disappointing compared to other Piantas in the league on other teams. And so you're really hoping that he can show out tonight and help pull off what I would consider to be an upset. But like I said, this is the point in time where if you want to start winning, you should do it tonight. Let's find out who's playing for the Bowser Monsters, folks. We've got Bowser pitching, as I said again. Blue Critter is catching, and again, this team didn't change very much in the order or in the field. They're pretty much the same as you saw last time. Will Monty Mole, get his head out of the dirt and maybe stop making errors at shortstop? I don't know, but why change him when your team's still been winning by so much? For the Peach Monarchs, maybe a little bit of changes, but mostly the same from the last time we saw them. Peach is pitching Jeff, who had last time he was here, he pitched 5 shutout innings. I would expect Jeff to come in and potentially pitch later on for this team, but in the meantime, he is at the shortstop position, and that's a spot where he's been doing pretty well, to be quite fair. You've got Pink Yoshi out in center field, and then Baby Peach is in right field, Paragoomba in left. I think Paragoomba might be somebody that you could also look at, either looking at a trade and maybe trying to get somebody that would fit better with the outfield. But for right now, you're keeping him. And if I'm not mistaken, Paragoomba batting about 4 for 12, 333. That's just acceptable enough. But with the trade deadline coming up, I'm sure that might be an option. But like we said, till Yoshi found a way to turn his season around, maybe some of the players on this team and this team in general can find a way to turn around themselves. Third game of the night, Bowser at Peach here in the Garden. And I better watch my head because balls tend to go up in the balcony here. Game on. Let's play ball. And we'll start with Red Magic Koopa and the Bowser Monsters batting first. Away we go. And Red Magic Koopa takes a look at the ball. P-Dad, it's good to see you. I haven't shouted you out yet on the broadcast. Red Magic Koopa, that one's going to get down for at least a base hit, and that's just a base hit. You know, this ballpark is very much, and MKF, good to see you. This ballpark is very much like Polo Grounds, and I'll explain that in a moment, as Bowser will hit a heater pass, Blue Critter, and that's what I'm talking about. This place is so deep that this is just guaranteed to be a double. He hits it so far. Red Magic Koopa's going to try for home. He's going to get there. That's an RBI double, and what did you expect from Bowser? But you see how deep that this field is. It's very different compared to the rest of the stadiums. It's very deep and, of course, icy in the outfield. But then that low wall, if you can actually get it that far, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a homer with how short that wall is. But it hasn't really played like that. There's not been a home run allowed in this ballpark, and so you have to think advantage Monarchs, but they're already down 1-0. 0-2 trying to bunt. On the ground, Blue Critter can maybe get one here. Not going to get the lead runner. And so Bowser's at third with one away. Wario Muscles, by the way, Parker, they're the nightcap tonight. They were nightcap before. Shouldn't be the nightcap, hopefully, in the following weeks. That one's going to get down, and Bowser will get home. Like I said, it's just so deep. Oh, this one could go to third. Close play, but Monty Mole with a triple. Hopefully next week, P-Dad, you'll be closer towards it in a way where they're early, late in the lineup, 1-6. I try to keep it distributed. A nice triple from Monty Mole. Hell, couldn't have told me that that was going to happen. And Monty Mole actually has been batting not bad. He's had 9 singles on 19 at-bats, but now make it a triple. And what the fuck was he just doing? Oh, it makes sense. He threw for home, but didn't try to. He kind of teased him, and it ended up getting the out. It ended up working out, actually. So I'm going to back that up. It worked out. But I was confused there for a moment. This one down the middle on the 0-2. It will be in the gap. Monty Mole's going to get home. Make it 3-0. Bowser Monsters up early. No worries, P-Dad. We're glad you're here. We're glad you made it. 10 people watching, by the way. Thank you so much. Like I said, we're posting highlights live tonight on @SuperSluggers on TikTok. Yeah, that's right. That Luigi Wario game was a classic. This one is out in deep center, but that will finally end the inning. Pink Yoshi's able to slide and slip over to grab that pop fly. And it's 3-0, but of course, you know, I expect the Dry Bones to get on base 1-2 and have a shot at getting it closer. Here's Peach. Like I said, Peach has been disappointing this season. I really would have thought she would have batted better, but through 4 games, she is 3 for 15. Has been able to get around in all 3 of those hits and be able to get home for a run. But batting 200 as the captain and this team batting 402 is just really rough. But that's a nice way to get it going. She's able to improve her average and have a no-out leadoff single. Here's Green Dry Bones now. Oh, it's over the head of Monty Mole, and you got to be frank, it's hard to jump. Peach is going to go for a 3. Close play there, but she's going to be on the corner. So runners on the corners with nobody away. And like I said, you got to be concerned about the speed of some of these players and how they're going to be able to handle the ice here. I think for some teams they can handle it, but others that might have slower, bigger players like Bowser or Monty Mole or things like that. But here's Dry Bones! He could tie the game if it stays fair! Close to the wall! Oh, it goes foul. But you got the regular Dry Bones, 0-2. This one is going to get down in the gap. Will it get past Blue Magic Koopa? No. And look at what I said. They're on first and second like they have been so many times this season. But so many times this season, Blue Pianta has failed to capitalize. Will this be his time to do so? Over the plate, takes strike 1. That was heading towards the outside edge of the plate. This one is right over the plate, and they're going to get Peach home. And they'll score a run in the first inning, something they've had trouble doing. But this is a really nice situation for them. They've only been able to put up a max, I believe, of 6 runs in a game. Through their first 4 games, they put up 4, 1, 1, and 6. And now it looks like they might be able to show that they can hit with the big boys and girls. Off speed for Jeff. Rare to see Bowser pitch off speed, folks. This one, add to this. Oh no, it's grabbed by Red Magic Koopa. Will it be a triple play? It will be! End the inning on a triple play. Red Magic Koopa does it again. He's magic at second base, and he uses the magic to get the 4-6-3 triple play. And a brutal way to end the inning when you had 3 on with nobody out, but you at least got 1. That is the part of it being slippery out here. Triple plays are very much in the conversation. I believe there was a triple play the last time we were here, and that is going to be another double. Will he try to turn three? He will try to go three because the fire comes through. Do you go home? No. And a triple for Blue Toad. This is a ballpark that's a hitter's ballpark. Singles turn into doubles. Doubles turn into triples. That one called a strike by Lakitu. Here's Tristan. This one in the gap too. Blue Toad does not try for home, but they have runners on the corners with nobody away. Again, Blue Toad was batting 6 for 13. Tristan 8 for 15 coming into the game. Now Red Magic Koopa is an incredible 13 for 19, batting 684, a team best next to Bowser. And he will continue. He's going to get Blue Toad home. And Tristan's going to try for third. Baby Peach can't even try to get it there. And so it's 4-1 and still nobody out. But Red Magic Koopa improves to having his 13th RBI of the year and is among the league leaders, surprisingly, and had 2 home runs as well. And now, the absolute last person you want to see at the plate, it's Bowser. 8 home runs on the year. It won't be a night that'll be grabbed nicely through the ice in the shards by Paragoomba. Great grab by him, and a bit of a questionable swing there from Bowser. So at least you got one out. At least you have one out here. Chance to get out of the inning. Maybe ground into a double play. Strike one here on Blue Shy Guy, who's 5 for 19. Not doing amazing. There's a nice play. Gonna get the one. Gets the two. 4-6-3. Able to avoid the bomb. Nice job, Blue Critter, to get them out of the inning and prevent anything else from happening. It could have been ugly there, too, but they just allow one. And we're back to a 3-run game as Blue Critter will lead off in the bottom of the second. This one over the plate, but with how deep this stadium is, it's easily grabbed. Oh, no, it's not! Tristan with the error. He slip slides around and then gets on the ground. Tristan with a major error there. And so Blue Critter's on second base. Wow, didn't expect that one. I do say so myself. Will that get down? No, it's grabbed nicely. What a save by Blue Toad. That certainly saved a run. And puts one out on the board. With Pink Yoshi up at the plate. 5 for 12. Can he be 5 for 13? Oh, it's grabbed by Tristan. Yes, he will be. And continues to have some issues there. But it was a nice contact hit. But it was just easily grabbed there straight to Tristan. 2 out for Baby Peach. Baby Peach doing just about as good as her older predecessor or older counterpart, Regular Peach. And is down 0-2 in the count here with 2 out. Runner on second. Bullet Bill. Could it be a strikeout to end the inning? Strike 3 swinging. That is a strikeout. It's Bowser's 3rd of the season. He leads the league in that as well. He is a history maker in a lot of his own right. And there's nothing there. 4-1 still. Heading to the top of the third, starting with Monty Mole. And Peach is going to start with the hard ball. Maybe give him a chance to look at something off speed or pull it foul. That too. This one on the ground. Grabbed by Blue Critter. He is killing it right now. Incredible play by him. And that's one. Here is Boomerang Bro. Another hard pitch from Peach is swung on and deep to center field, avoiding the ice. But can you get rid of the foul ball? Oh no! It hits him. Sliding around, and that's going to get Boomerang Bro in with a double. And that will be the end of the day for Peach. Kind of an early end for her, and this has been pretty standard. Baby Peach will come in. Peach does not pitch more than 2 innings most of the time, and she pitched 2 1/3 here. And Baby Peach also does not really have a lot of stamina either. This is on the ground, and we'll get the second out as Boomerang Bro advances to third. But you can just get one more and stop any scoring. But here's the Blue Critter for the Bowser Monsters. Bottom of the third, top of the third rather, still 4-1. The 0-1. Swung on. Hot one. Gets down. That's an RBI single for Blue Critter. 5-1. Close play there for Paragoomba. But he just couldn't get to this one. You knew it was going to get down. You saw it get down in the replay. And so it's a 4-run lead for the Bowser Monsters. Can't quite pull away yet, but this is a solid, steady start for them. Strike one on Blue Toad. This one curving inside. Ooh, call the ball. Try to catch the corner of the plate, but not going to get a call there from Lakitu. And 1-2 now. Blue Toad not choosing to swing at anything. This one over the edge of the plate. Contacted, gets down, and there's 2 aboard, and the 2-out rally continuing here for the Bowser Monsters. Can they add to it? They added 1 more here. So far they scored in all 3 of their first 3. Strike 1 here on Tristan. You know, Baby Peach, her pitches can be annoying. They curve a lot all over the place. That's a meatball right over the plate, and Peach doesn't even get to it. But Blue Critter's going to be held back from going home. She made a nice throw, but I'm a little bit surprised with her fielding effort there. And now here's Red Magic Koopa. Been so good this season. On the ground, Jeff. Can he dig it out? He will. Great play by Jeff at short to stop the scoring in a bases-loaded jam. It's 5-1. They need to do scoring themselves, and how they did it last time was with Peach and the Dry Bones. Bottom of the 3rd here. Peach takes strike 1. Folks, we got 3 more games. This is just the midpoint of our evening tonight, and this is going to get down. Nice base hit for Peach to lead things off. Next game, our next game, you don't want to go anywhere. Our last 2 undefeated teams, the Diddy Monkeys, are on the road at the Cruiser at nighttime to take on the Daisy Flowers. One will have to lose. And once again, the Dry Bones just remain immaculate. Runners on with nobody out. Green Dry Bones is 11 for 14 coming into the game, and regular Dry Bones 10 for 14. Combined, they're batting like 750 together. It's just ridiculous. They're so reliable, and they're going to continue to be reliable. Peach is going to have a chance to get home. She will get home. This is a double, and Tristan's having trouble. It's going to be at least a triple. The power throw can't get there, and now thought about trying for home. Would have been a potential chance at it inside to Parker, but regular Dry Bones with a triple. His second triple of the year, and brings home 2. And makes this a 5-3 affair here in the Garden. And now Blue Pianta, is this the time for him to get something done? He grounded into a double play that did get 1 home, but you're looking for more than that. It could be more than that. Oh, but it's grabbed nicely. What a hop by Blue Shy Guy to stop that. And there's 1 away. Jeff, down the middle. And it's a 1-run game. And Bowser is going to get a little bit tired here. It's rare to see him tired in the bottom of the 3rd, folks. Very rare. He's able to get Blue Critter to whiff on strike 1. Blue Critter, though! Deep drive. Toad is frozen. It's caught, though, by Tristan just in time. And there's 2 away. Close one here, folks. Make sure you tell your friends to get to Twitch and watch this. We've had 3 close games. What a brilliant night of baseball. I know I always say that each night gets better, but man, we could be in for one of the best nights in league history. Paragoomba flying out to center. Can Tristan avoid the ice or at least stay on his feet? He can. And that's the end of the inning, but an incredible inning. Nonetheless, the Peach Monarchs are showing fight here in the Garden, and they pull this game to within 1 with an RBI, like a 3 RBI triple from Dry Bones. Incredible stuff from him. Bowser, hot one. Grabbed by Blue Critter, and Bowser struggling in the Garden. Came on the road. Thought that he could just conquer everything he touches, but not right now. He's in the lead, but it is a fragile lead. Grabbed by Pink Yoshi in center field. The line drive will make it 2 out here. And straight to Blue Critter. He has been killing it. This is a perfect position for him at second base. Flashing the glove all night. And it's a scoreless inning. And so we head to the bottom of the 4th. In a 1-run game, Peach will be back up. They batted around the order nearly last time. And they have an opportunity to take the lead here. The 0-1 on the ground to Monty Mole, and he gets it past the green shell for the first out. Folks, we're posting highlights live. I just posted one from this game on TikTok at Super Sluggers if you want to remember what happened tonight, and we'll try to keep them updated. Game week 3, hoping to be up this week in the 1-hour highlights. We cut highlights of all of them. And of course, you can watch all the replays on my YouTube channel at Alec Rome, or search up the SSSL. But all the highlights of the live broadcasts are hosted there. And for 1 week, of course, after on Twitch, if you want to catch up. The 1-0 here on Peach with 1 aboard, 1 out. She puts a bat to this one and is improving. Oh, I say that, and I spoke too soon. I thought that'd get down. But alas, it's a line out to center. So 2 out here. Green Dry Bones, can he help turn this around? With how things are going, you almost wish maybe we could have started the next inning with them. Tristan, close one, but he grabs that. He's had a tough night tonight. A lot of balls hit his way, but I think Tristan has responded fairly well, all things considered. It's still 5-4. Close one here, top of the 5th. Boomerang Bro takes strike 1. Line drive here. Grab by Blue Critter. That's the first. Blue Magic Koopa. Again, most of these players, they're batting pretty well. Bowser Monsters among the league leaders in batting average. Came into it batting .519. As a team, that was good for 4th. This Blue Critter takes strike 1 as well. This one swung on. It's going to be foul, but can Paragoomba catch this in foul territory? He will! For the 3rd out in foul territory, Paragoomba is able to make a clutch putout. And we head to the bottom of the 5th, so another scoreless inning, 2nd in a row. And now the Peach Monarchs, again, a huge opportunity for them to respond. Down 1. Here's Dry Bones, who had the triple earlier. This one is not going to be deep enough. It was certainly close. Can Magic Koopa settle? Oh, he does not. He gets and scoots past it too quick. Another error, and he's on 2nd. And so the tying run is in scoring position for Blue Pianta. Will it get down? It will. Runners on the corners. A single for Blue Pianta to get him back on track this season. And now Jeff at the plate. Nice eye for ball 1 here for Jeff. This one looking like it will curve over the plate. Grounded here. But he is going to get Dry Bones home. Doesn't matter about the double play. We got a tie ball game here at 5. We've said that a lot of times tonight. And boy, have we had some good baseball on the docket. This is a pop fly. Tristan looks underneath it. Doesn't scoot too far past it. That's the 3rd out. But a nice double play. Still gets Dry Bones home. We are tied at 5. This is a familiar situation. Top of the 6th. We got 2 innings left in regulation. Can the home team? The home teams have been 2-0 tonight, and they were 5 for 6 last week. It's after a stretch of away teams winning games. The home teams have been locking in, but the Peach Monarchs could not win at home the last time they were here. 1 on here. Steal here for Blue Toad on the bunt. Throw at the plate. He's saved. They call him safe. Nice steal for Blue Toad, and aware base running for him in a close situation. Swing and a miss, though, 0-2, and now does Baby Peach go for a star pitch here? She does. It's over the plate. It's not super impressive, but it's too slow. Double play. Nice job. Good pitch, I guess, to get that one lined out into a double play. Now, if you can just get her out of this inning, you can maybe get a fresh arm in there like Jeff and try to close this thing out. Lined to Blue Critter. Well done. So she's tired, headed into the 7th. Keep an eye on that one. But they have the home field advantage, and they won the flip. They will bat last. They do bat last. And they do have a chance to take the lead here and put the pressure on the Bowser Monsters. Again, the Bowser Monsters 3-1 heading into this game in the top 6. The Monarchs have been hunting and just have not been close to finding their first win. The closest they were was the last time they were here against the Birdo Bows. They ground out those 6-3. It was scoreless. It was a 1-run game, I think, through 5, and then the floodgates opened. And 8 runs in the last 2 innings, and the Birdo Bows were able to get it done. And so maybe this is a change of scenery for them, a change of the story. 1 on here. Pink Yoshi got on with 1 away. Baby Peach got a, I guess a binky or something to that one. Whatever it was a double play. 6-4-3. Let's go to the 7th, folks. In a tie ball game once again for the 2nd game in a row. We're tied heading into the final inning. And as I suggested, this is the right time to pull Baby Peach. Can Pink Yoshi come in and make the save? His pitching statistics are not amazing, I gotta be honest. But you had to put somebody in there, and they do. Would have preferred Jeff, but he's got Bowser on the ropes here. 0-2 does Pink Yoshi. This one, strike 3! Pink Yoshi just striked out the home run leader in the league. What a moment for him. That is an unbelievable moment that could propel him to being in the top highlights of the day. They grounded to Jeff here for the second out. An unbelievable strikeout of Bowser, folks. Like I said, he's slugging .250, among the league leaders in batting average and home runs. And now he's got Monty Mo on the ropes with 2 out. 0-2. Off speed. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pink Yoshi strikes out 2. We've never seen that in the SSSL. Striking out 2 out of 3 in an inning. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Unbelievable scenes here. What a job, Pink Yoshi. Peach now, they just need 1 run to win at home. That's the way to start it. A leadoff single. Unbelievable that Pink Yoshi just struck out 2, including the home run leader. It's unfathomable, but maybe the garden is theirs. Green, Dry Bones is going to get that on. Can they get Peach to third? Close play at third. She's safe with nobody out, and they only need 1. And now, Dry Bones hit a triple earlier. Can he Derek Jeter this and walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th? They're going to pull the pitcher here. Red Magic Koopa's done. They're putting in the blue one in a big situation. First pitch is taken for a strike. The 0-1 is swung on deep. She could tag up. This could be a sac fly to end the game. Will Red Magic Koopa stay under it? No, he won't. Peach is going for home. That's the ball game. That's the ball game. A walk-off single, and Peach gets home, and they win their first game of the year at home in a garden. What a way to end that one as well. The Peach Monarchs win the game against the Bowser Monsters. An incredible inning, none to say the least. Oh my goodness. It's a royal upset here in the Garden. Your final score, the Peach Monarchs 6, the Bowser Monsters 5. The Monsters dropped to 3-2, but that is an inning we may look back on, folks, and say that was where the Monarch season turns around. Pink Yoshi, one of the most unlikely scenarios and one of the most unlikely pitchers to come in. Coming into this game, folks, Pink Yoshi pitched only a third of an inning in one game and allowed 3 runs. Was horrific in his start. And when I saw Pink Yoshi step up to the mound, I said, hell no, that's not going to work. But instead, Pink Yoshi steps up in a clutch moment, strikes out 2 out of 3, including Bowser. That is unbelievable. And I think easily Pink Yoshi is going to be among the 3 stars of this week for that performance. Unbelievable. The Peach Monarchs, congratulations to Jeff and Drusilla and the ownership group. They get it done. G&G ownership group is able to put their first win on the board, and that's the right direction. Meanwhile, the Bowser Monsters, it's a setback, but they're still doing okay. Wow, can't believe the game we just watched. And folks, we're not even done. We got 3 more, including the 2 undefeated teams are facing next. If you thought that the last 3 games were incredible, you ain't seen nothing yet. Come on back, folks, and watch for highlights on TikTok. Come on back. Holy cow.
clear shit, the clear heads, we near feds, clear glass, don't fear class, I'm too blessed, I gotta call back, don't fall flat, I can't stay up and double beat and get blown out like tango, like dango, sweet like them mangoes, see from all.
Folks, welcome back. It is the Triple SL. It is the fourth game of the night. And somehow, folks, this was pinned in this schedule as a potential game of the season. And we have just put up 3 games, which you could potentially argue are also games of the season. So I am hoping that this game, which had a lot of expectations, lives up to it. It's the last 2 remaining undefeated teams in the league, the Diddy Monkeys of Dave, taking on the Daisy Flowers of Ethan. 2 teams, opposite strategies, and really opposite feelings coming out of the draft. The Diddy Monkeys, led by Dave, drafted second to last, and Dave picked Diddy in the captain selection. And Dave came out of that draft feeling like he had lost that draft. But since the draft, all they've been doing is winning games. Winning close ones, winning in a walk-off, winning convincingly in some games, winning and controlling the ball game. All they've been doing is winning. And meanwhile, the Daisy Flowers, drafted off of vibes, said verbatim by Ethan, has been doing nothing but winning. And they also know how to grit one out in the bottom of the 7th or the 8th. They've had 2 walk-offs this year as well, and they've been able to put up big scores too. They had the record for most runs in a game with 18 until that got blown out like a week or 2 later. Both teams have firepower. You got Funky Kong on one side for the Daisy Flowers, top of the league in RBIs and top in home runs. King Boo on the other side, always a threat, always a home run threat. You've got players in between, good chemistry, interesting moments, and somehow they are meeting here tonight in this moment for what should be an incredible ball game. But before we get to that, let's find out who's playing. Here are the lineups, folks. Not much changing for the Diddy Monkeys. Like I said, kind of an attitude, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You got the Yoshis in the middle infield, the Kongs in the outfield. King Boo starting, though. That could be something to watch, is who goes after King Boo. Expected to be Diddy, but that could cause some issues in left field. And we know that this cruiser can have some strange things happen that tilt the field. Watch out for that. But otherwise, this lineup is pretty much stayed the same. He may have made one change. He might have moved Red Koopa to 3. I think he did. He may have made a change in the top part of the batting order, but for the most part, it's pretty close to where it was. Especially 5 through 9 is exactly the same. For the Daisy Flowers, there has been a little baby changes here and there as well. Toadette is now the leadoff batter, and Blue Drybones, after having an incredible outing during one of his games, is getting the nod tonight, and again, I'm not shocked by that. In 2 games, Blue Drybones in 7.67 innings pitched has only allowed 1 run, and is among the league leaders in ERA, and not far behind is Daisy. She hasn't been pitching as many innings, and doesn't qualify because she's only pitched 4 and 2/3 innings, but is still very solid at a 1.50 ERA herself. Most of the innings, I would say, have been going to Ethan, funny enough, and Ethan has been doing fairly well. 12 innings pitched, 5.1 ERA, and so that's the options that they could potentially go to, but it's Blue Drybones with the start, Daisy at short, Funky Kong catching, and the outfield with Wiggler, Blooper, and Boomerang Bro. I mean, how can you predict what's going to happen here? We got the Flowers Astora, the Ethans in the chat. I'm sure Dave might hop by or is watching, or if he's not able to, he's going to watch a classic, I'm betting. I have plenty of expectation that this will be no different than the 3 games we've already watched. Game 4 of the night, 2 undefeated teams. 1 must lose, 1 will go to 5-0. Let's find out what happens as we play ball on the cruiser right now. We get it started. The Diddy Monkeys, again, the coin flips have been going the right way. The home teams have generally been batting last, and that's what's happening here with Dave in the leadoff spot. Swings on the first pitch, and it's going to be good. Could be a potential double for Dave to start things off, but he won't go. And an impressive start for him. Daisy batting among the league best 518, but Diddy Monkeys batting better at 544 in the average, and that's a heater from King Boo. And there's 2 on with nobody out quickly. King Boo batting 444. He's had a few homers robbed, but he's had 3 homers in his 8 hits. Dave improving there with that hit as well. And a great start early. Arsonist Mage, Bowser did not win. the Peach Monarchs walked it off with the sack fly, basically. And we've got bases loaded, nobody out. That was 6-5. If you'd like to see how it ended, go to our TikTok at Super Sluggers. I'm posting clips all night tonight live. Diddy Monkeys for the win. We got some Diddy Monkeys fans in here. Dave's team has got some fans. We're glad you're in here being a fan, and make sure to follow us on wherever you can to keep up with them. Line drive, though, as Dave's going to tag up and go for home. The big throw. He's safe at the play. Good attempt by Boomerang Bro. But Dave gets home, and they take the lead. 2 on here, past Toadette, and there's going to be 3 on. Bases loaded again with 1 out. Big spot here for Blue Yoshi. Blue Yoshi 8 for 15, batting .533. Both the Yoshis are batting around .533. Been steady, and he will get this on the ground. Toadette can't reach it. Unfortunate for her. She normally would play shortstop. Tonight she's playing in the second base spot because she's been having some issues with balls going over the top of her head, causing some errors, and unfortunately she can't reach those. And Blue Drybones is tired very early in this affair. It is not spelling well, as the storm might be coming for the Daisy Flowers, who have been doing nothing short of amazing things. But that's on the ground. Red Koopa's getting home. Yellow Yoshi's going to get home. Blue Yoshi won't try for it. Tiny Kong continues to surprise and shock. She might not have been a high draft pick in the draft this year. I can't remember where she was, but she's now 9 for 15 with 5 RBI on the season. Incredible stuff. And now quickly, Blue Drybones is out of this one. But don't count out the Daisy Flowers. They've come back from being down 4 or 5. They know what it's like to come back. Diddy Monkeys grabbed by Wiggler, who's so tall. And, Tiny Kong had to get back close to a third out there. 16 viewers, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a max as Dixie Kong fouls this one off. So close. Bases loaded here, folks. Undefeated teams here in the SSSL 22-game season. They're both 4-0. Dixie Kong gets this down, and they're going to add to their lead. One comes home. Tiny Kong at the plate. They're not going to get it there in time. Dixie Kong gets up with a double, and this is an incredible inning from the Diddy Monkeys to start things. 16 viewers is a record here in the SSSL. I'm so honored and thankful. Make sure to follow us everywhere. I really appreciate you. Mitra's in here. We got a game on right now. Grounder. That will end the inning, but an incredible start. I don't even know if the Diddy Monkeys would have thought that they would have put up 6 against the other undefeated team, but they do. But there's no doubt that that other team on the other side knows how to hit the ball. They will, starting with Toadette here in the bottom of the first. Dave saying this is the real game, not the Husker baseball game. This is the real game. This is real baseball. You're damn it, it's real. You're damn right it's real. Ethan, have faith, brother, says Mitch, owner of the Luigi Knights, who's in our nightcap, or in a second to last in game number 5 tonight. Coming up next, they are on the road at Waluigi. On the ground, could be a double play here. Will be a double play. 4-6-3, and that's 2. Nice play there. Arceus Mage saying those Diddies always seem to put the singles in the worst places. That's the surprising thing. Wiggler, though, that's going to get down for a single. And so a 2-out single here. Looking a little bit rough for them to actually get anything going here. But Funky Kong makes his first appearance of the evening. Funky Kong, of course, 17 RBIs, 4 home runs. Is one of the league leaders. Can he make it another? We'll get over the wall. We'll get over Tiny Kong. It will. That's going to at least be an extra base for Wiggler. And he's going to get to third. So runners on the corners with 2 out here. Opportunity to at least get 1 if Boomerang Bro can make something happen. Inside, taken for strike 1. Boomerang Bro also has a home run with 4 RBI this season. It could be more. Is it his second of the year? The blooper, the fish, takes out Dixie in center field. Home run. Boomerang Bro, his second of the year. Take a look at the replay. They tried to go for it. You won't see at the bottom of the screen that Dixie Kong was taken out by a fish. And it's 6-3. Boomerang Bro continues his incredible season, batting .625. Now, Blue Drybones making up for a bad pitching outing, is able to get on base. Like I said, folks, I expect this one to be a heater. Don't go anywhere. Stay locked in. King Boo in the pitch right now for the Diddy Monkeys. And this one, the way things are going, we could get down to the 4th or 5th pitchers. But that's going to be a ground out, 6-4 to end the inning. 3 runs is still not bad. A nice inning from the Daisy Flowers after that 3-run shot by Boomerang Bro. 6-3 though, top of the 2nd with King Boo. Can King Boo have the patience? This is one of the hardest things to hit. He will not have the patience. You should just never swing on Daisy's star pitch. And that's the reason why it's an easy pop out in the infield. Got to have a clean inning here on D for the Daisy Flowers. Luigi taking the side of Daisy. I'm not surprised by that. Lined out, that's 2. Daisy can be. I would say Daisy definitely is nice on the mound. She can have her tough spots, but she should be nice on the mound, and we'll get you there. She'll get you along the way. Here's another pitch. Again, you cannot swing at this if you're Green Hammer Bro, but dude, these hitters, they don't know how to lay off. All they know is how to hit homers. Not upset by that. Green Hammer Bro has 5 home runs this year, but it won't be another one. That is 1, 2, 3. And that is the bottom of the 2nd coming up now with Daisy, Ethan, and Toadette. Now we got the things tilted in a different direction here as we have a strike 1. In the gap. Grabbed by the tongue catch by Blue Yoshi. That's 1 away. Gary. Gary's into something, I'm sure. Good boy. Can you go to chair? Good. Here's Ethan now. On the first pitch, over the head of Blue Yoshi, and so with 1 out, there's at least something for them to work with. King Boo's getting tired. This is something I said that we should look out for. They're going to have to go deep in their bullpen, both of these teams are, and I expect things to get crazy. Inside pitch, that's lined out, and that's a double play to end the inning, so nothing there for the Daisy Flowers. It remains 6-3 as the field is even now. And Blooper sinks back into the night, at least for the moment. Top of the 3rd here. And Yellow Yoshi will quickly ground this one out. Blue Yoshi trying to help out as well, but whiffs on the first. Again, folks, this is a battle of undefeated teams here. Bottom or top of the 3rd. The ship does go sideways about every inning, towards the bottom of the inning, yeah. It happens every half inning or so. It just makes it easier. It just tilts the field, makes it easier to go yard on one side. Folks, stick around. We got 2 quick outs here. So the Diddy Monkeys, especially if Diddy swings on this one, he doesn't. Tiny Kong is on first with 2 out. But so far, they haven't been able to find anything. This one is a line out. What a sliding grab. Blue Dry Bones grabs that one, and it remains 6. He's always going to be dangerous. And so they have a chance to get this game closer. Starting off with Blooper. Blooper is an okay 368. He gets some hits every once in a while, mostly singles. But you do wish he could do a little bit better. Same with Wiggler. This is going to be a single, though. That's exactly what you're looking to do. That's why you put him in the top of the order. Get a single, get on base, get loaded up for Funky Kong. That ends the day for King Boo. It's a short day for him, but you have to keep everybody fresh. You know this is going to be a long game, all things considered. Diddy's in now, but watch out. Left field is open for homers. Wiggler's going to show a bunt here, but now has to pull it back. Down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, off speed, is swung on. And over the head of Yellow Yoshi, and that's in for a base hit. So 2 on with nobody out here. 4, Funky Kong. 17 RBI, 4 home runs. He takes ball 1. The 1-0. It's a second ball, 2-0. Now the star pitch to try and get something down there. Funky Kong swings on this one mistakenly. He didn't need to do it, and he flies out in foul territory. Bit of a mistake, in my opinion, from someone who hits so well. Should have maybe taken that pitch, especially the star pitch. But Diddy gets him out. But now, Boomerang Bro! It could be his second of the evening, but they're going to get there this time. Will they get it? Dixie robs it at the wall. And there's 2 out. Dixie robs it at the wall. It's a different story now. And it remains a 3-run game that could have tied it. But the Kongs are keeping their team in it. What a grab there. Could we look back on that moment and say that was the critical play? We got a long game here still. It's just the bottom of the third. Blue Dry Bones over the plate. Past Blue Yoshi, and the bases are loaded with 2 out. Now stepping up is Red Paratroopa, who surprisingly, or I guess unsurprisingly, is 5 for 14 this season. Just a single, though, is all you need. Just a single. It will be. He's going to get blooper home. Wiggler likes to go home as well. He's fast. The plate. Not there in time. Wiggler loves to turn the bases. That's a 2 RBI single, and it's a 1-run game. Wiggler loves to turn for home, and he slides in with that reach of his. Easy peasy for Wiggler. And now Daisy, who's hit a homer this year as well, is up at the plate. The first pitch is taken for a strike. This one is going to get in the gap and gets down at will. Dry Bones is going to tie for home. Here's the throw at the plate, is not in time. Tie ball game at 6 apiece. Take another look at this one. Unbelievable hit there. You tried to get it there, but you knew Dry Bones was turning around. He was already at the plate when they threw it. And we are tied once again tonight. It's our 4th fucking tie of the night. Can you believe that? Could you ask for anything more in simulated baseball than a bunch of ties heading into the later innings? We got 2 on here, second and third, 2 out, big spot here on the ground. It will be tagged. Dave steps on the bag. 3 runs, though. A tie inning again. We go to the 4th, 6-6, all square, with King Boo due up as well as Dave and Dixie. Dixie making a big catch to keep things somewhat limited, but still, they were able to get 3 on. She does not add to her team's hits. It's a quick one. Here is Dave. He will swing at this one, and he will take a drive. It's deep into right field, but Boomerang Bro is there, and there's 2 down quickly. King Boo. Can King Boo do something? This one is going to be over the plate. Fastball deep to center field, but it's not deep enough again. 1, 2, 3, folks. That is the batters down in order. 6-6. Here is Toadette. 6-6 ball game, bottom of the 4th. Both teams undefeated, trying to stay that way and keep a hold of their positioning at the top of the league. Toadette starts it off with a single. Toadette has been doing fairly well. I think better than maybe some expected. She's batting .421. That's not bad at all. Blooper continues to be a single machine. His 10th single of the year. That's all he hits. But hey, that's all you need. And now you got Wiggler up. And if you can get Wiggler on, you're going to have Funky Kong on. And that one's going to get into left field. Bases loaded. Nobody out. He's already hit a grand slam this year. Funky Kong. Over the plate. But it's grounded to Dave. Gets it to second. Gets it to first. One will get home. They take the lead. But a huge double play. All things considered, that's not a bad result. And now you can get, if you can, get Boomerang Bro out here, you can get out of this easy. You can get him out because you'll throw it 6-3. Only 1 allowed there. Bases loaded jam. You can't be too disappointed that you only allowed 1. But Diddy Kong is getting tired. Like I said, expect us to go to the 3rd and 4th pitchers tonight. It's now 7-6, home team in the lead. Top of the 5th, Red Koopa up for Diddy. And will that one get down? No, it's an easy pop out to left. That's 1. Green Hammer Bro is among the leaders. But this is a poorly hit ball. He got jammed on the inside. Maybe even hit it on the wood of his hammer. His 5 home runs, but he doesn't add another. So 2 down here, top of the 5th. Will Yoshi add anything to this? It's deep. It's to left center. But they easily got it. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Daisy Flowers. They lead by 1. Can they add to it? They weren't able to do it with Funky Kong, but maybe they can do it with Daisy or Paratroopa or Dry Bones. Blue Dry Bones hit a walk-off to win one of the games, as the Daisy Flowers have won this year. He could do it again. Will it stay fair? No, it pulls just foul. You saw the shadow there. So close. 0-1. Another big drive. This one could stay fair this time. Say goodbye. Blue Dry Bones does it again. Home run, solo shot, and it's 8-6. His second of the year. His first one looked so close, and his second one was never in doubt. Mitch saying, these games have been so good. It was a great idea. I appreciate that. They've been fucking amazing. The quality of baseball is unmatched. I hope that we might have a night that matches this one. But boy, is it going to be hard to follow these 3 games and now this 4th game here. Red Paratroopa, big swing at this one. It's going to get in the gap, and there's still nobody out. And this is a critical moment for a Diddy Monkeys team trying to win and pull a big win on the road. This one over the plate. Not grabbed by Yellow Yoshi. Still 2 on. Red Paratroopa is going to go for 3rd. What are they doing? You got to get it home. Oh, they do just in time. But there's runners on the corners here. Stealing. They're going to try squeeze bunt. Ethan, he's going to get it home. That's a squeeze bunt play. Sack bunt by Ethan. That's just smart baseball. It gets Red Paratroopa home. And it's 9-6. Now Toadette. Line drive to center field. It's grabbed. And that's 2 away. Thank you. I appreciate all the kind comments. It is fucking crack, man. Especially when you're commentating it. And the games are this good. It's a shot in your veins, baby. 0-2 now here, though, on blooper here with 2 out. Can Dixie do something? Star pitch. Swung on. In the gap, blooper continues to be a single machine. Daisy's going to try for home. Play at the plate. She's saved. Nice eye. She has a wear base running, and it's 10-6. The Daisy Flowers put up 18 in a game earlier this season, and now they're at 10. Their last couple games, they've only been putting up 6, 9, or 8, but they've been enough. I say only. That's still very, very good. Here's Wiggler. 2 out now. Over the head of Yellow Yoshi, and it continues. Blooper's going to go for 3rd because Diddy Kong got hit by a fish again. So Diddy's now in center. Dixie on the mound, and King Boo in left. And this is a scary situation to keep yourself in the game. This one is grabbed by Blue Yoshi. Funky Kong has been limited tonight for the most part. That's 2 in a row where he's lined out. Huge for the Diddy Monkeys, but other players have been doing the damage. And so the Diddy Monkeys heading into the top of the 6th are down 4. But you got the field tilted for this half inning. Maybe it'll help you out. Blue Yoshi on the ground to Toadette, though. That's a quick one, 4-3. Tiny Kong, like I said, has been doing better than expected. But unfortunately, that's a line drive. And so 2 straight innings, they've gone 1, 2, 3, and they're on the precipice of making it a 3rd straight. Over the head, though, Blue Dry Bones. And because of the Boo item, Diddy's going to try for 2nd, and he will get there easily. Stand-up double with 2 out. Opportunity here to potentially cut the deficit. You need it. Dixie, can she keep it alive? Oh, it's not in the gap. Fielder's choice, doesn't matter. Goes for first base in the force out. That is the end of the inning. After a 6 spot in the first inning, Daisy has held Diddy scoreless since that moment. And the opposite has not been true. Boomerang Bro hit a homer earlier as well. This could be another one, but it looks like a pop fly. No fish there. And Diddy's calling for it underneath it. Nice grab. Hey, man, as soon as you say that, crazy shit can happen. It's Mario Baseball. It's a SSSL. You never know. 1 out here. Oh, and down 0-2 in the count as Blue Dry Bones took a real whiff at that one. She's going to go inside. Contacted. Oh, and doesn't get there in time. Don't know if I like that pitch. I would have preferred something outside. That will be it for Dixie Kong. Trying to get out of this one. Red Koopa. Line drive. That will be a double play. Oh, no, he doesn't turn it. I thought he would. Just with the tongue catch, but that's 2 out. I really thought he was going to turn this double play, but kind of stumbled there. Daniel says, let's go, Monkeys. I know it's going to be a close one here, man. Daisy up at the plate. They're up 4, 2 out. Big hit. There's a bomb and some fish, but I imagine this could be out. Tiny grabs it. That is 3. They get out of that inning, but they need 4 to keep the game alive and have a chance to defend in the 7th. Daisy Flowers are on their way to being the last undefeated team in the SSSL. Can Dave do something about it? Contact hit. It's past Toadette, and that's a single. A leadoff single for Dave. He's really improved his average so far. He did have a home run this year. What a big single. Now Daisy's tired, and you got King Boo. King Boo has also been limited tonight. Swung on one of these pitches, you really have to lay off of it, but they don't. Again, the discipline and the scouting has been missing on Daisy's pitches. Those are automatic outs. You just can't swing. But here's the deal. She's getting pulled here. And it will be Funky Kong. I think I would like playing against Funky Kong, to be quite frank. But out of the reach is Red Koopa there. Strike. 1 out. On the ground. Could this be the ball game? The Daisy Flowers are undefeated. They're the last team in the league to stay undefeated. They come back from down 6 in the first inning to win this one convincingly on the end. Your final score from the Cruiser, 10-6. Another great game. It certainly lived up to it. It had a lot of drama in the middle there, and the Flowers were able to coast away and bloom themselves to remain undefeated. Well, I think it was just about everything we could expect, but, I think the thing that I'm taking away from this game is that the names that we expected to be in control and make the big plays, a la Funky Kong, King Boo, they were largely not present in this one. One of them might have had a homer here or there. For the most part, it was the rest of the roster that was making a difference, and that is why baseball is a team sport. It takes a team of 9 to get it done. 9 batters all the way through the order. Everybody keeps hitting. That is what matters. Daniel and Dave, you'll get him next time. They dropped to 4-1. Dave said, at least I'm not the Huskers. Gave up a grand slam to blow the lead in the 9th. That is brutal. It's more brutal than the DK Wilds, to be quite fair. Oh, against Creighton? God, that sucks. That sucks. But, hey, good baseball product here, too. I'll tell you what. It's been a good baseball product here. And guess what? You're not done with it. 2 more games, including the Luigi Knights, trying to improve to 4-1 themselves. The Waluigi Spitballs, can they be like the Peach Monarchs and get themselves a first win of the season? The only way we can know is by finding out, but you have to come back, listen to some music, chill out, grab a drink, and meet me on the other side. Welcome back to the Triple SL with 17 people watching. We continue to break records here, and boy, are we breaking the stratosphere for what it means to have good baseball. And may it continue as we pray to the baseball gods that it continues all the way through the end, and it just as well might here. The Luigi Knights, the last time they were in Wario City, they faced Wario, and were down to their last out. Against the Wario Muscles, and were able to have a clutch triple from Dark Bones that allowed Luigi to come up, step up, and tie the game. And then they would get two more in the bottom of the seventh, or the top of the seventh, and hold off Wario, a late charge. That's what happened the last time they were here. Meanwhile, the Waluigi Waluigi Spitballs have just been struggling, all things considered. They have not been able to find a way to get a win. And really, it started from their first game of the season, the last time that they played here. Well, I guess the second to last time. When they were the home team against the Diddy Monkeys, they had a chance to get a double play to end the game. Instead, they threw an error. Green Critter threw an error to what was, at that time, playing there was Petey Piranha. Caused an error, brought up King Boo. King Boo hit a 3-run shot. Game over, 7-6. That is a hard thing to have to overcome. And just like the other teams that have been having strings of losses, it started somewhere. And you feel like they just haven't been able to pull the momentum back. But they still have the number 1 draft pick in Petey Piranha. He's always a threat. They still have a lineup that could allow them to get a win. And there's no better time like the present. This is surely to be another battle between the Luigis of the Mario world. Diddy Monkeys were mentioned in the last one. They, unfortunately, if you just joined us, they just lost 6-10. They dropped to 4-1. They have been undefeated so far in the Triple SL. Long season. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, follow us on TikTok at Super Sluggers. We got clips going up on there all night long. I got one to post. I forgot to post it in the break. But I just wanted to get to baseball, folks. That's all I wanted. I want to make sure you got to baseball. And I want to get to these starting lineups, starting with Luigi Knights. Not too much change. They started to put Dark Bones in 2 spot last time, and it was working out for them. So Dark Bones remains in the top 3. He's not pitching, though. Fire Hammer Bro makes his return to the starting position. The last time that we ended up seeing Fire Hammer Bro, he pitched the first 2 games of the season, if I'm not mistaken, for the Luigi Knights, and was nothing less than stellar. He's only allowed 2 runs on 12 and a third innings pitched, a 1.14 ERA. That's good enough to put him 3rd in the league in the ERA category. So he has been nothing short of a great pitcher, and is an obvious start today for them. Meanwhile, the Waluigi Spitballs, Waluigi, I believe, was done, and then they couldn't pitch whoever they had pitching second. Maybe it was Tim. I'd have to go back and check. But this is who they got out there today. Oh, they had Petey in the 3rd game, and then decided against that after Petey did not go very far in that 3rd game start. Tim pitched the 4th, and now we'll start again in the 5th. Meanwhile, the rest of the lineup, as far as the batting order is concerned, is pretty much the same. They've been going with Purple, Toad, and then the Yoshi's out there for the chemistry. And so far, that's been doing not bad, but it unfortunately has not brought them any wins. But no better time than right now. We already saw one of the 4 teams, rather, that have not won anything, the Peach Monarchs. They walked it off tonight, and maybe we'll see some magic in Wario City for the Spitballs. They will bat first here at Wario City, and we will get started in game number 5. Waluigi, the leadoff hitter, to get us going. Boy, folks, I tell you what, I was a little bit tired coming into tonight. I was a bit concerned that I was going to have trouble getting through this broadcast. I've had this kind of sore. I went to the doctor yesterday as Waluigi sends this one deep right away. You know, he's one of the worst power hitters in the game. We had to adjust him because he's that fucking bad. He can't have any power, but damn, he drove that one to the wall. Brown Critter, though, he's got the power, and it's not even close. Mitch is not going to catch that one. A second at-bat homer for Brown Critter, and the Waluigi Spitballs have a rare lead to start the game. 1-0. Is it their time finally to pull off a victory. Here's Petey Piranha. He knows how to go yard. He does know how to go yard. Will that one get gone? At the wall. It's grabbed, though, that time by Mitch. A little bit slower, but a good effort from Petey Piranha. 2 down, but able to still get the one last at-bat from Brown Critter. Again, it's 1-0. So 2 out here. We just posted the finish to the Peach and what would that have been? The Bowser Monsters game. That's the 3rd out, lined to the shortstop. 1 run is scored there. A solo shot from Brown Critter, and that's the difference. But you want to see that? I'll make sure I post. I don't know if I got the 6-6 tie, but I did get the 6-5 big moment that led the Daisy Flowers to their 5-0 victory. So I'll make sure I post that. Again, follow us on TikTok at Super Sluggers. 1 out here already for Dark Bones as Luigi lined that one out. And a strike. Ooh, that one was a little questionable in my opinion, but Lakito must have thought it caught the corner of the plate. And that's over the head of Brown Critter, so that's a single for Dark Bones to start things off. He's had a couple triples this year, and is batting .769, is far and ahead the best batter on this team, without a doubt. Came into this game batting 10 for 13, and continues his amazing season. Mitch gets this one down, and he's been batting some of the best of all the Miis, really. He came in 8 for 14 with 8 singles, and count that as number 9, as there's 2 on here for Fire Bro, who, batting a little bit worse than the average, has had a lot of homers robbed, has 1 already, and Tim is able to get him to chase on that one for a strike. But this one, though, this is high into right field. The green shell doesn't get there. But Dark Bones, look at that. Nice base running. Is able to get over to third. And so runners on the corners here have an extra shot potentially to get another one in. Or get this game tied, rather. Green Magic Koopa takes the first one. It will get down, and we have a tie game again. And now Mitch is turning around. Could be a double. Green Magic Koopa holds off, and we got the same situation here with 2 out. So 2 out, like I said. Green Shy Guy. The 0-1 over the head of Red Koopa. And it gets down. That's going to be an RBI single for Green Shy Guy. And they have the lead 2-1. Here on the road. They've been here twice. They won the first time. And Green Shy Guy, after starting the season an average, okay, 4 for 12, that adds 1 to his total. A nice RBI single for him. Green Critter has also been doing not too bad. No homers, surprisingly. I would say that Green Critter for this team, as he gets this one out to deep center field. He does get that down. It'll be another RBI single. Add a tick to that one, and we stay with runners on the corners, but it's 3-1. I was going to say that's just Critter's 5th hit of the year for the Luigi Knights, and most of the Critters have been doing a little bit better than that, so you were hoping that he might have performed slightly better in the batter's box, but just maybe needed some time to warm up. Green Toad. 7 for 13. He's batting not bad at .538. And he'll continue. Another RBI single. The scoring continues on 2 outs. They cannot find an out, or the Waluigi spitballs, and it continues to be a struggle. They have a run. They have the lead for a moment, and it just goes away quickly. You got to get out of this inning if you're Tim, Petey, and the spitballs. Green Paratroopa. 5 for 16 on the season. A little bit worse. A little bit lower than 3.33. This one, though. Oh, it's down. It's grabbed by Purple Toad. But it did get down, says Lakito. And so the bases are loaded for Luigi. Batting .353. No homers this year. Tim, I like where he's been putting these pitches. Just been a bit unlucky. Star pitch, though. Swung on. Down the middle. 5-1. Another killer one for Luigi, and it's just been brutal for Tim once again. I hope he sticks around in there, but I can imagine he might be getting tired. That's what's happening. I don't know if he'll make it through the first here as Dark Bones is back up. Dark Bones is back up. He takes strike one. You desperately need to get him off the plate. Swung on into left field. It's grabbed, and luckily they do get out of it. But the damage is already enough. Tim is tired, and the lead that they had evaporated quickly. It's 5-1. They got Yoshi, Toad Yoshi, though, and if you just get him on base, maybe you can turn things around. That is not on base. That is an out. Purple Toad. And the Yoshis for this side have been doing all right. Red Yoshi, 3 for 12, 250. Blue Yoshi, also 250. They've been pretty much copying each other in their lacklusterness. But not lackluster is Purple Toad, who's now 7 for 13, has been doing pretty well. Can Blue Yoshi change his ways? Strike two on Blue Yoshi. At feel for Waluigi, you do. I mean, it's a season to turn around. Blue Yoshi to center field. Will they get there in time? They will, just in the moment, just in the nick of time, to rob a potential homer from Blue Yoshi. I worried for a second they weren't going to get there, but luckily they do. My goodness. So that prevents a potential 2-run shot. Keeps it 5-1, but that one will get 2 on now as Purple Toad advances to second. Red Koopa has been 8 for 13, also a surprise. But Green Noki, this is almost a guaranteed out. She's 1 for 11, batting an abysmal .091, especially for Mario Super Sluggers. And unfortunately, it will not change. She has been the party pooper, and that's why she's in the 9th spot. But that takes the wind out of the sails. They score nothing there, and it's 5-1. It was a decent hit, too. It wasn't bad contact. Tim is out after 1. We kind of expected that 5-run inning, but Waluigi has not been doing much better either. Through 4 games, he's only pitched 8 innings, and he's allowed 8 runs. That one's on the ground, though. Green Noki making up for it with a nice grab. This is a team ERA of 9.86. And with Tim's effort, that's going to be at least 5 more runs to his earned run average. And his ERA, it could be worst in the league. He came into this game with a 35 ERA. You heard me right, 35. That one is grabbed, though, right before the bananas come down. That's right. They have laid some good ones this season. Always seem to get robbed. This one in the gap, though, Green Magic Koopa. And that one goes over to the wall. He might be able to turn 2. And he might be able, he's easily going to stay at 2. All of those obstacles unavoidable by Blue Yoshi. But there's 2 out. Waluigi in the mound now. Like I said, he's a liar ball. Doesn't always do particularly well with this. And Green Shy Guy is going to go for all of it. But this could be out in foul territory. It is. It is out in foul territory. It is the 3rd out. And so they're able to get out of that one without any more damage. But you need this section of the lineup. Waluigi, Brown Critter, Petey Piranha. I think when you came into the season, you expected this group to be a scary section that not a lot of people wanted to face. Waluigi gets that one on. And maybe that's still true. But like I said, the wins, you haven't been too worried about them getting wins. Brown Critter, too, is just 385. He's also been a disappointment, but he had a home run earlier. This one is at the wall. Mitch is the only one there to grab it, but he will, and that's out number 1. Here is Petey Piranha. Like I said, he's been getting robbed, been lots of things happening to him, but he does have 3 home runs. That was all in the first game. This is a heater right there off of the arrow, and there's the geyser. It's going to be at least 2 for Petey. Waluigi's going home. He's going to get home. Make it 5-2. A nice double there from Petey Piranha with some help. All kinds of obstacles around here. Geysers, man, they need to plug those and screw those manhole covers in, but I doubt that that's going to happen. Nine people still sticking around with us in the 9 o'clock hour Central Time. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful night. Really has been possibly the best night in league history, and it's only getting better. Grounder here, and going to get... Oh, there's an error, the foul ball, but it gets Tim too. Can they get back there in time, covering the base? They can, so it was a messy out, but it was an out, and that is the second of the inning. And so Luigi Knight's able to possibly get out of this one, only allowing one. Will it get down? It will not. Mitch grabs that one. They only allow one off of the double from PD Piranha. It is something, but the Waluigi Spitballs need a lot more than that, and they're going to have a sectional lineup that's been not doing too bad. Green Critter, of course, always a threat. Hasn't happened this year, but always a threat, and he is on with a leadoff single. Green Toad. Liar ball coming here. Swung on. And it gets down. I mean, Waluigi's pitch is I almost think he just shouldn't use it. It's just really not helpful. Green Toad continues a great campaign. Green Paratroopa. This one grabbed by Tim. Double. Could be triple. Not going to try for it, but a nice double play. That changes the outlook of the inning. Now Luigi up, who was able to, I believe, get one of those RBIs, and he takes a strike over the middle of the plate. That would have been a time I would have swung at that one. That one curves off the edge of the plate, but get in the gap. Nice job. 2 aboard, 2 out. This happened last time. This happened in the first inning. They had 2 out, and they could not escape. And here is Darkbone, somebody you just do not want to see. Will this liar ball work out for Waluigi? It may. It is in center field. It will work out. They get out of the inning. And so they're able to maintain the deficit. They're only down 3. We still have 4 innings to go. Could the Waluigi Spitballs crawl their way back into this one and find a win at home, their first of the season? Meanwhile, the Luigi Knights, the Birdo Bows fell to 3-2, as well as the Bowser Monsters. So they have an opportunity to hop up the board and back into a playoff spot early here with a victory. They were in the 7th spot, and their run differential is down from a lot of other teams thanks to a big loss to Bowser, but a win would be huge here. Firebro starting to get tired here. It's a different type of game for him. He did so well against Birdo in the first game of the season. Strike 1 here on Red Koopa. Top of the 4th, it's been a not bad outing for him still, though. Red Koopa, though, that's going to get in the gap. It will get down. There's the arrow. Purple Toad is going to try for home. He's easily going to get home. And the lead is now 2, 5-3. Again, folks, posting highlights all night long. We got a post from that classic between Daisy and Diddy. That is the end of the night for Fire Hammer Bro. Allows 3. Not too bad. I guess kind of on par. I would say it's close to average from what we've been expecting from Fire Hammer Bro, but I do believe that that was an appropriate time to pull him. Off speed on 1, and Green Oki will ground into a double play. But hey, that's an RBI, all things considered. Double play will cut the lead to 1 with 2 out. So she at least got an RBI. You got to admit that. Yep, that's right, Diddy Monkeys Enjoyer, as that's going to be the 3rd out. They were able to cut the deficit a little more. And if they're able to stop them in the next one, they can keep it a 1-run game. It's 5-4. It's another close one in the 4th inning. The action's going to be good. We'll be able to see. I'm interested to see personally how the statistics start to line out, as that's an amazing grab by Brown Critter for the 1st out. The statistics just on top of, does the playoff race begin to evolve as we get more games in? Will it get tighter? What kind of scenarios will show up? I'm sort of rooting for the teams at the bottom of the table to find some wins and make things a little bit more interesting to make the playoffs. Of course, we have the 3 and the 6 seeds, through the 6 seeds rather, have a wild card. They play a 3-game series at the end of the season. And then we have semifinals best of 5, and the World Series, of course, best of 7 in the SSSL. That is a nice inning. Well done by the Waluigi Spitballs. He might be getting tired, but Waluigi does get out of another one. They have chewed away. They have toiled away at this lead, and they have brought it down to 1. And they got Brown Critter, who hit a homer, could potentially tie it here. Over the plate, outside for a ball, curves outside at the last moment. This one down the middle, and it's going to be just foul. I'm honestly, again, a little surprised that that was called foul. It looked like a fair ball. 2-1 here. Over the plate, that is going to get down for a base hit. Not going to hit the arrow. Prediction: Waluigi goes up by 2 in the 5th inning, gets murdered in the bottom of the 7th. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Petey Piranha takes a strike. I'm starting to doubt Lakitu's glasses are still updated prescription. I don't know what he's calling on the plate here, but these are some goofy calls. 1-1. The big swing. It's a line drive. It gets down 2 on with nobody out. You get the 2 big hitters along the way. Now can you get Tim to keep it going, get Brown Critter to third, and have a chance to tie the ball game? This one on the ground. Boo item gets there. Double play. It does get Brown Critter to third, but not the way you wanted to. 2 outs here for Red Yoshi. I would almost support trying to squeeze Bonnet here and just try to get him home. Red Yoshi not the most amazing. He is going to try for the squeeze bunt. Oh, but they pull him back. He's stealing for home. When they catch him at third, he's safe. So they are going to try it. They're going to try it again here. 0-2, but he's caught way out of position this time. They catch him there. No, he's safe again. And so down to the last strike, picking him off. Tried the pick attempt. The 0-2. Ball there. Looks at a ball. Nice eye. Don't know if I would have had that discipline. This one over the plate. Jammed inside. Green Critter. Will he get there in time? Yes, he will. That's the 3rd out. Red Yoshi with a bit of a questionable at-bat there, but I do like the idea. It remains 4-5. As we head to the bottom of the 5th here in our 5th game of the night. We got one more after this. The Wario Muscles will be on the road to the Yoshi Eggs, another team looking for their first win. Desperate for their first win. So much, folks, that they made a trade. The Yoshi Eggs and the Wario Muscles are facing each other. Baby Mario traded to the Yoshi Eggs earlier this week in exchange for Red Noki. Red Noki also being potentially considered a gambler after letting up and not running home. And potentially a match fixer, but she was a liability for that team. Don't know if I want to make any other, big accusations, but she was definitely a liability. I think it worked out for both teams. Wario gets another Noki to add to the lineup, and another baby that Wario drafted and Parker drafted, heading back to the Yoshi Eggs. That one is grabbed nicely by Green Noki for the 2nd out. That will be the end of the day for Waluigi. A nice stretch from him. No doubt about it. Probably his best pitching stint of the season. To be able to keep the lead at 5 and help his team bring in some runs. That is 3. Another impeccable inning. Red Yoshi's going to come in and try and clean things up here. After 5, it's a 1-run game. They've all been close tonight. Why would you go anywhere at this point? Off speed here for Purple Toad is swung on. Will it get down? It will. That's a leadoff single. Purple Toad continues to be a surpriser. Has been doing well tonight. Waluigi, definitely an improvement for him. Red Yoshi's pitched 9 innings and allowed 9 runs. A little bit concerning for him to be in that spot, but not bad to get him out of the inning last inning. And Blue Yoshi will get 2 on with nobody out here. They have a chance to take the lead. There's no draft picks, Diddy Monkeys, in this trade. We didn't quite work out how draft picks would work for the next season. Double play, 6-4 with the line drive. That's 2 out now for Green Noki, who still does not have more than 1 hit this season. She really has not been impressive. Nokis are definitely in line for a potential stat buff next season. That is for sure. This one, the 0-2. She does get it down, though. And so she'll continue the rally here for a moment. They have a shot with a runner in scoring position. And back to the top of the lineup. Dangerous spot here. If Waluigi can get on base or even get a double here, you got 2 big hitters in Brown Critter and Petey Piranha. Oh, but 1-1 here. Missed that one big. Over the plate and doesn't swing at that one. Down to the last strike of the inning potentially. 1-2. No star swing. Strike 3 called. Strike 3 caught the edge of the plate. You can see from the angle there, must have caught part of the plate. Luigi strikes him out and ends the top of the 6th. It's still a 1-run game. Close one here. We've seen lots of strikeouts tonight. That's like our 4th of the night, which is surprising. We haven't seen that many this season. Incredible. Green Paratrooper here, bottom of the 6th. 1-run game for the Luigi Knights, and that's going to be in the gap on for Green Paratrooper. Nice hit. Green Paratrooper not great, was batting .300 coming into the game, but does better. And a big swing and a miss for Luigi. Strike one. Off speed here. Contacted well, but foul, and it's 0-2. We've seen the Yoshis do some amazing things tonight. The 0-2 swung on in the gap. 2 on, nobody out. Purple Toad bobbles it for the moment. But here we go. Dark Bones has been held to account in some regard. Strike there for Yoshi. Catches the corner. The 0-1 is swung on. Is it going to get down? It will. Purple Toad will stay in front of it, though. Bases loaded. Nobody out for Mitch. Mitch has been very solid. Hit a lot of singles. That's all you need to extend the lead. Over the plate. This one is a heater. It's going to get down. Purple Toad keeps it in front. But what's Green Paratroopa doing? 2 outs. Double play. Double play. What the fuck was that? I can't believe that. Bad base running plagues this team again. And they're down to 2 outs. Fire, bro. But that one gets in. They're going to extend the lead. But he's out at third. No, he won't. No, he won't. What is going on? They catch fire, bro, at first base. I don't even know what's going on. That is the craziest 3 outs you will ever see. Green Paratroopa doesn't run. They catch the guy at second. Double play. It was like an 8-4-2. My God. And now Brown Critter to tie the game. It's gone. Tie ball game in the top of the 7th. Can you write anything different like that? Holy shit. Goodbye. Clip that one. 5-5. Unbelievable scenes here in the top of the 7th tie ball game again. Oh my God, now Petey Piranha. Unbelievable highlight reel moment for Brown Critter. His second homer of the night. And now to center. Say goodbye to that one too. They've got the lead. Petey Piranha and Brown Critter show up in huge moments. Back-to-back home runs. And the Spitballs have their foot on the gas here and are potentially going to win their first game of the season. What an unbelievable stretch of baseball here. I can't believe that the Luigi Knights didn't score, and then the Waluigi Spitballs go back-to-back in home runs. Tim is on the ground. This will be an out, though. What in the hell is happening? I'm going to lose my voice. Oh, my God. Red Yoshi, a bit of a blooper on the ground. That's 2 away. Wow. Can Purple Toad get aboard here? He will. Purple Toad continues to be just so huge. Has definitely justified his draft pick. There is no doubt that this is the craziest game day of the season so far. 5 impeccable games. This fucking tape is going up. I'm going to make sure that we get this highlight, 1 hour highlight video up on YouTube. At Alec Rome on YouTube. In the gap. Grabbed by Green Critter. That ends the inning. But down 1 run in the top of the 7th after a ridiculous series by Luigi where they completely blow. Bases loaded, nobody out. Back-to-back homers. They're up by 1. They're 3 outs away from their first win. But folks, don't get it twisted. This is a huge part of the lineup here for Luigi Knights. They have a critter up there. You never know what's going to happen. We've seen a walk-off already. Line drive, though, to Tim. Makes it the first out. They're down to 2. Green Shy Guy hit a not bad one. You need him to get on base to have Green Critter up with a chance to hit the walk-off homer. Over the plate. To Tim. They're down to their last out. Tim is 1 out away from his first win of the season. Green Critter swung on. It's going to get down, though. It's a big hit, so Green Critter will be aboard. He's not going to go for 2, but it gets 1 on. And now you have Green Toad up there. Green Toad has not hit a homer this season. We don't know if he's a threat for it, though. 0-1 here. Red Yoshi's been doing not too bad. You need 1 out. Will they get 1 out? It's to left field. No, it's going to get down. They have 2 on with 2 out. They need 1 run, a runner in scoring position with Green Paratroopa up at the plate. A big moment. Another huge moment for the Waluigi Spitballs that could determine their season right here if they can get in the win column. The first pitch is swung on. No, it's grabbed! Game over! Brown Critter with the unbelievable play! He hit 2 homers, and he snags that one out of thin air! Game over! The Waluigi Spitballs win at home in another instant classic. You cannot believe how that one ended. Your final score, 6-5. The Spitballs put one on the board in a win column. One of the most insane games you'll ever watch. They just don't stop. It just doesn't stop, folks. The chat is going crazy. I cannot understand what we just watched. What a game. I also thought with Green Critter up there, that's a chance that maybe he comes around and pulls off the miracle. But Tim, no real roster adjustments, made a few batting adjustments, but this was maybe a dormant monster just waiting to come out. And boy, did they absolutely grit this game out. Down 5-1 in the first, it looked like it could have been another one of those games for the Spitballs. But instead, they chip away and chip away and chip away at the lead. And with the luck of a little bit of miracles at the, that is for sure at the bottom of the sixth, some miracles, they pull off the win with back-to-back home runs. Meanwhile, for the Luigi Knights, they drop to 3-2, are amongst the middle tier now, and they won't be jumping to a playoff spot yet. But they are definitely going to be having some conversations and probably some work and practice about how to run the fucking bags. I mean, holy shit, they've been doing it all season, and they have not found a way to improve it. Still not getting it, apparently. And that cost them the game. The game. And Mitch is heated, and brother, I get it. I would be heated too. We got one more game up for you, folks. The Wario Muscles are at the Yoshi Eggs. 5 games tonight. All 5 home teams have won. 2 teams have gotten their first win. And this spells good. The trend is going the right way for the Yoshi Eggs. But we have to play the game, and we're going to in a moment. Come on back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Oh my goodness, folks. I cannot believe the level of baseball we've been watching tonight. And it's just, how do you even explain what we've been witnessing? You can look at lots of highlights from tonight, including all the crazy moments we've been able to post pretty much a moment or two from every single game up on TikTok tonight. We've been able to get 6 clips up, and there'll be plenty more. Follow us there at Super Sluggers, just like the game. But there could be one more highlight of the night. It is Parker's Wario Muscles on the road at a struggling Yoshi Eggs team. But folks, 5 straight home victories for all the home teams tonight. Make it 6. The trends and maybe the aura is in favor of the Yoshi Eggs. And both sides made a trade that they believe will help each other. Wario taking Red Noki from Yoshi in exchange for Baby Mario. Baby Mario now could complete an entire baby outfield, but instead Eli deciding that maybe he'll end up going out to pitch, so he's starting in left field. We'll see if that decision works out for him. But Baby Daisy and Baby Luigi last week against the Birdo Bows, at least to start, were very solid and were able to rob a lot of home runs against that team. So I think that's the right part of that lineup. They put that together well. But it's hard to know what works when nothing's working, and they have not been able to find a win. The closest they were is at home last time against the Mario Fireballs. They almost had a miraculous comeback, but they fell 1 run short. Let's see if they can do it this time against a very difficult Wario Muscles team that has just been so solid this year. This is what they look like. Not much has changed for them. I believe Fire Hammer Bro got swapped out. He had done 2 in a row. Or no, sorry, Yellow Magic Koopa had pitched game 3 and 4. So it's Wario back in there, but mostly the same sort of lineup. Parker has been robbing a lot of home runs out there in center as well. So they've been doing pretty well. I can understand not changing much. And the new addition falls right into the catcher spot where Baby Mario once was. Red Noki at catcher and also in the 8th spot in the batting order. Meanwhile, for the Yoshi Eggs, maybe a couple changes as well, but definitely they're still trying to tool with a look that works for them. You got Red Shy Guy at second. I do think that maybe you could throw a Red Critter there and change things up. But this is the line they're going with, and Yoshi getting the start tonight, just hoping that he can last a little while and keep them in the conversation. At this point, you're just looking not to get blown out. You're looking for a win, of course, but you'd like to be in the conversation by the time we get to the end of this game. And hopefully, just like all the other games tonight, we'll be close heading into the 4th or 5th inning, and of course, all the way to the end. One more game. Yoshi is batting first after the coin toss, so they have home, but they won't be batting last. And we will get it going here. Last game of the night, and what has been a historic, absolutely historic SSSL night. Make sure, folks, before I hit play, do not go anywhere. We'll have the live standings afterwards and take a look at Game Week 6 coming up probably on Friday. Here we go. We are underway. First pitch is a strike. P-Dad in the chat. Best of luck to P-Dad. Good luck for your team. But meanwhile, I'm not going to lie, I'm rooting for the Yoshi Eggs to pull one out. We want to see the bottom of the league get some wins, and 2 out of the 4 have been able to find their first win of the season in walk-off type fashion, in amazing fashion. Line drive there. That is the first out. Baby Daisy has been not too bad. This one, though, on and going to be caught there for out number 2. Red Pianta. This one gets into the outfield, so it'll be a single here to try and keep things alive. For Red Critter, this would be a good time for him to get something going. On the ground, though. Oh, Yellow Magic Koopa, everybody's slipping. They get the one that's safe, and Pianta's safe at second, so an error there by Yellow Magic Koopa slipping on the banana peel, and suddenly they got 2 on. Safe there. Pickoff attempt no good. 1 and 2. Have runners. Eli gets it down the middle past Yellow Magic Koopa by some stretch of the imagination. And the Yoshi eggs have the bases loaded with 2 out for Red Paratroopa. Here's Wario. First pitch on the splitter. Don't need to swing at that one. Nice idea. Taking it for a strike. Second pitch. It swung on. It's a blooper to Toadsworth. Great play. Toadsworth has been so good this year at third base, and they get out of a bases loaded jam. Another opportunity gone for the Yoshi eggs. And the Wario Muscles will start off with Toad, Pianta, and Wario himself. Let's take a look at the Wario Muscles. They have some stat leaders themselves as well. Wario amongst the top of the league in hits with 14 for 19. Yellow Toad's not doing too bad as well, 12 for 18. But he will not be a 13th after that ground out to short. Yellow Magic Koopa for this team, also an ERA leader. Lots of Wario Muscles are in the top 15 in a lot of stat categories. But right now, they're down 2 quick here in the bottom of the first. Wario, who was a perfect 8 for 8 to start the season, has 14 hits, and it will be number 15. Arceus Mage said, another thing is how a lot of teams have to deal with bad stadiums. Yoshi's home stadium is probably the second or third most dangerous outside of Wario's. Absolutely, which is why, as the Birdo Bows owner, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy this is our home stadium. A nice single there for Parker with 2 out. Gets Wario to third, so we got a bit of a situation here again for Yellow Magic Koopa, who could bat in the first run of the game here. Here is the 0-1 now. That was going to be, I thought, a ball, but it catches the plate, says Lakitu. This one, a pop fly. Watch out for the fire and the piranha plant. You got a lot of stuff to watch out for. Nice grab. Baby Luigi saves the inning and gets them out of a jam as well. So both sides getting out of bases-loaded jams and keeping the game scoreless. Well done to start. And now we got the bottom of the order here. Red Shy Guy and then the Baby Mario and Luigi combo. Maybe you can get him on base and get him around for Critter. But Yellow Magic Koopa has got that one easily for the first. Baby Mario, who was struggling himself when he got traded, has a chance to make a new lineage here. And this one is grabbed again by Yellow Magic Koopa. And unfortunately, his first at-bat as a Yoshi egg is a line out. That is a bit unfortunate. Strike one here on Baby Luigi. This one popped up to Yellow Magic Koopa. That will be... oh, nice little play there. That'll be 3. Another quick one for the Yoshi eggs. They're down in order. It's still scoreless, bottom of the second. Fire Hammer Bro will lead things off. Good opportunity for them to get on base. Fire Hammer Bro for this team as well has been a solid stat leader. Oh, this one could stay fair. Oh, it does pull foul. But Fire Hammer Bro has been not doing too bad. He has 3 homers on the year for the Wario Muscles and 9 RBI. Oh, he strikes out. Yoshi strikes him out. I don't even know. I was confused because I wasn't even sure what that swing was. Terrible at-bat for Fire Hammer Bro. And another strikeout, our 5th of the evening. The 3rd by a Yoshi. They like to strike him out. And there's a grab there, and it's quickly 2 away. Boy, I really didn't expect that the strikeout chart would start to tick up. But we're going to see more people who have strikeouts in the leaders chart by the end of the night. And here's strike one on Red Noki, who is now a Wario Muscle. Will she be able to change anything? Well, not so far. It doesn't look like we've made any differences. There's a stalemate right now after 2. No score. Top of the 3rd. We had 2 games tonight that finished 6-5 in favor of the home team. And this one on the ground to Yellow Magic Koopa, and I think Yellow Magic Koopa has put out 4. I don't think that we both had bases loaded jams, but so no perfect games, and Baby Daisy will get aboard with 1 away. Nice hit for her. If we take a look at the individual stats, Red Noki, before she got traded, was 6 for 12, surprisingly, but just kind of needed to make a trade and trade a piece. But, all things considered, she did have that mess up that one game, and that's hard to look past even with batting .500. Red Pianta is going to get that one. It's going to be extra bases for Baby Daisy. Runners on the corners with one away here. A huge opportunity with Red Critter up at the plate. Red Critter. Opportunity here to get the Yoshi eggs potentially one of their first leads in a long time. Boy, that really went in there slow, didn't it? Baby Mario, on the other hand, was only 1 for 15 when he got traded to the Yoshi eggs. This one could get over the wall. Oh, it hits the wall. Baby Daisy's getting home. And that's an RBI single, and the eggs have the lead. Right off the top of the wall, I was almost thinking that that wall was going to go out and hit over that little section there. We got these tall tunnels, but that was potentially open. Eli, that's going to get down, and the bases will be loaded again with one out. The Yoshi eggs are the vibes in the favor of the home teams tonight. It certainly looks like it. Grab by Yo Magic Koopa. Double play. Double play to end the inning. Right in his grasp, and he's been such a brick wall there at second base. But it doesn't matter. The Yoshi eggs were able to get one, and it's 1-0 heading into the bottom of the third. Wario tightened the belt, ripping a nick, and oh man, Blue Noki is up to the plate. Takes strike one, swings on strike one rather. This one on the ground. Blue Noki is gonna lead this one off with a single. Nice job. Here is Yellow Toad, and that is in for a strike as well. Right on the inside edge, pretty clear. Yellow Toad trying to crowd the plate. Nice grab, Red Shy Guy double play. What a grab by him with his little nubby arms there. I can't even believe he grabbed that, to be quite frank with you. But he did. Nice job. Koopa's and the Yoshi in the infield name, and a more iconic duo. It is an iconic duo, I would say. It's a unique duo, too. We've seen a lot of critters. I like my double critter infield, but even I changed it. Line drive, that will be 3, and that's 3 scoreless innings for the Wario Muscles. They've been scoring a lot this season, but not right now. They're down 1-0, and the Yoshi eggs are marching. We saw that the lead for the Waluigi Spitballs was fragile. It's a 1-run lead. You'd like to see some more. Here's Red Shy Guy. Can he help out? This one, nice contact, but God, it's impossible to get it past Yellow Magic Koopa when you hit it in the gap. It's so difficult. Baby Mario. Big swing on this one, and just call his number again. Yellow Magic Koopa is putting up a performance that could potentially get him in the All-Star game with all of these putouts. Maybe in the conversation for a gold glove by the end of the year. I don't normally put fielding stats in the conversation, but I may have to. I may have to go back and take a look at the fielding stats. That is lined out to Yellow Magic Koopa. Are you surprised? I'm not. For halfway through, bottom of the fourth, 1-0 still. Mainly, I don't like to look at the fielding stats because they tend to be, a lot of people have high percentages and rare errors, so I like to look at it more based on who made big plays, who had big performances overall, and I think Yellow Magic Koopa is an early candidate for that towards the end of the season. Just like, now you're going to go back and think about what Brown Critter just did at second. Saving the game and having some big plays. Wario's going for home. No, and that's going to be... Parker is on second with a double there, so hold on. Things are cranking up here a little bit with nobody out. Yellow Magic Koopa is at the plate. Opportunity, 7 for 16. He gets it in the gap, but Wario's not going to go home. Wario does not go home. Bases loaded. Yellow Magic Koopa is his 8th hit of the year, I believe, and now Fire Hammer Bro. Could he clear the bases with his 4th home run of the year? Star swing into right field. It's grabbed by the Piranha Plant. Sped out that way. And knocks Baby Daisy over. And that's going to allow Wario to get home. That's a single at least. And it's tied the game at 1. Could have been a lot worse, to be quite frank. I was expecting maybe another one to go home there. But Parker not deciding to turn third. Go ahead and play conservative. You have nobody out here. Toadsworth, though, somebody could ground into a double play, but even then, you're going to get a run home on the ground. It will be a double play. 6-4-3, and that gets another one in, so it's 2-1. The Wario Muscles have the lead. Two out here, Red Noki. Can she do something about this? It's in the gap. Grabbed by Shy Guy, and she grounds out again for the second time in a row. Nice job by Red Shy Guy. I was doubting his ability at second base, but has been doing not bad. 2 runs, though, by the Wario Muscles. Nice job. We got another close one as we head to the top of the 5th. There's just not a lot between the teams tonight. 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, 4-3. Ground out. Yellow Magic Koopa, 1 out. Red Pianta, can he switch things around? 7 for 14 coming to the game, batting .500. Not too bad, and this will continue a not too bad season. He is among the batting leaders, surprisingly, was with Red Noki, but is the best hitter on this team so far this season. Again, a little surprise, Red Critter coming into this only batting .308, but he was able to get a run in and could be in trouble. Ooh, 0-1 there. Takes the big off speed. Another big off speed. Change up. Line drive. Double play. That is the end of the inning. So, bottom of the 5th coming up. Trying to stay in this game are the Yoshi Eggs. With the Wario Muscles, they have a chance to start increasing the distance between the teams. But maybe they won't. We've seen crazy things tonight. Things I would have never expected. Grab by Red Paratroopa. There's a quick one. The stuff we've seen tonight, folks, will be talked about for a while in this league. Yellow Toe. This one is going to be caught by Baby Daisy in center field. Out number 2. Yellow Pianta over the plate, takes strike 1. The 0-1 into center. It will get down, so 2 out, and Yellow Pianta will get on. But, well, this is a big butt. He's got a big butt. Wario is a big butt. Except, oh, he gets that down. Oh, I thought Baby Daisy got to that. What an effort by her. What an effort, but not able to get that before it dropped to the ground. So 2 on here. Parker could make a big difference on the ground. Oh, it's past Red Magic Koopa. And here's another situation again. This is critical for the Yoshi Eggs to get out of. They need to get this one in order to make sure they stay within a run. This is over the plate, dead down the middle for a strike. This one. Oh, it's past Red Shy Guy. One's going to get home. Wario's trying for the plate. He's going to get home as well. 2 runs added there. 2 RBI, single for Yellow Magic Koopa, and that could be how this game gets out of reach for the Yoshi Eggs. They kept it within 1 run this whole time, and now Yoshi might be done. Still not a bad effort, but you want to get him out of this inning. But Fire Hammer, bro, this could be trouble. It could be trouble. Right field. It hits the tunnel. It's off the wall. Parker's going to get home. And it's 5-1. What's the insurance on the train if it's running players over rather frequently? You know, I don't know. I think, it's tough stuff. I don't know what kind of legal stuff they have in the Mario world and Baseball Kingdom. That's the end of the night after letting up those runs by Yoshi. Red Critter. Not known for being an amazing pitcher, but you just need 1 out to get out of the inning, and then you can maybe you can consider switching him. 2 star pitches on the ground. Red Shy Guy will finally get them out of the inning, but man, 3 added on here for the Wario Muscles. Will this be out of reach? They were in a situation like this where the opponent had 5 in this ballpark, and they couldn't get it back. But they've shown some potential. They've been able to load the bases tonight. And Eli's going to hit a deep one. This is going to the track, and it's at least going to be a base hit. Nice one by Eli to start the inning. Red Paratroopa always likes to crowd the plate, and that's a ball. Nice eye. This one. Swung on. Fast to Toadsworth. He's able to hold on to that one nicely. Red Shy Guy here. Again, you really, unfortunately, this lineup kind of benefits from having a really solid part and then sort of an iffy part. They do get the double play. 6-4-3, end of the inning. That was a quick one. Bottom of the sixth coming up. Wario Muscles looking for insurance here. They have 4 runs of it already. But you do have the Nokis up here, so this is at least an opportunity for the Yoshi Eggs to try and get them out and not worry too much about Red Critter getting into a problem. And it is lined out, and so far, Red Noki and Baby Mario have essentially been a push when it comes to who got the better side of that trade right now. Grabbed by Red Paratroopa again. Been doing very well at the shortstop position as well. Nicely done. And there's quickly 2 away. This was the right part of the order you wanted to face in this situation. Yellow Toad, though! Could he head onto it? It's at the wall! It hits the pole! Goodbye! Home run for Yellow Toad! His first home run and first RBI of the season. He continues to bat amazingly for this side. And he adds a home run to it, and that's a 5-run game. Yellow Pianta on the first one takes the strike. Unfortunate to let up another one there, but what you going to do? This one's on the ground. Red Shy Guy will get the third. They let up an extra one. That's annoying, but you needed to get 5 anyway. So you might as well get 5 now. Starts off with the babies, then Yoshi, if you can get him on. Yoshi's a good person to use a star swing with. It'd be good timing for it. Baby Mario takes a big swing at this one. Will it get down? No, it's grabbed in a huge situation. Nice clutch grab by Parker, 1 away. Now Baby Luigi. Those bats are heavier than they are. Not going to take the inside pitch. 1-0. Swung on. Line drive. Down to their last out. The Yoshi Eggs were so close. They tried to stay in it, but they're down 6-1. Yoshi here takes ball 1. Swung on this one. Grabbed by Fire Bro. Game over. The Wario Muscles improve to 4-1. The Yoshi Eggs unfortunately break the home winning streak of teams tonight. They are the sole team to not win at home, and they unfortunately remain 0-5. GG's, though. It was a decent effort out of them. They showed at least a little bit of stuff here and there, but, man, you feel like that they just need to go out in some way and maybe either trade in free agency, just find something. I don't know what you do. You made a trade already, but you need somebody who's a little bit more consistent at the plate. And you just traded them away at Red Noki, who statistically wasn't doing too bad. But it's a head-scratcher. It's a head-scratcher. I don't know what the solution is. I do think that the solution might be putting Baby Mario out in left instead of catcher. They don't have great arms, but at least it would allow them to rob more homers. But there wasn't really a lot of home run threats tonight. It was just a lot of singles, a lot of running around the base. And the Wario Muscles continue to roll on. They have played steady. Well, folks, unbelievable night of baseball. There is no doubt about it. My energy went from here to up here, and I know everybody there did too. Let's put this last game in the book and take a look at our standings through 5 weeks. Here we go. The standings are coming up shortly right now. We take a look at this. Those are the standings here through 5 weeks, 5 games played. There's one team on top of the mountain. The Flowers are on top, 5-0 with a run differential of 22. The Mario Fireballs continue to do well. They're 4-1. 3 teams at 4-1. The Fireballs, the Muscles, jump to the 3rd place spot after tonight's win, and a nice run differential for them. The Diddy Monkeys, they fall to 4-1 and fall to the 4th spot after being top of the league today. Bowser Monsters, they fall to 3-2, along with the Birdo Bows, and the Birdo Bows drop a spot, so they trade spots basically there. They're close, but the Monsters have the run differential advantage. And an improvement for the Luigi Knights. They're able to get a little bit closer and stay tied. Well, not an improvement for Luigi Knights. That's right, they lost. So it's kind of a wish wash. They didn't lose by a lot, so at least they didn't add to the run differential deficit. But they're going to need to maybe start blowing out the teams on the bottom end of the the board here and trying to keep pace with the other teams in order to get some of that run differential back. It may be pivotal in the second part of the season. Meanwhile, Bowser Jr. rookies don't have the worst run differential anymore. They were able to get the win over the Birdo Bows and improve that a little bit. And the rest of the line down, we got two new winners at 1 and 4. The Peach Monarchs and the Waluigi Spitballs both won their games 6-5. Both won them in the last inning. Finally, the DK Wilds, another absolute heartbreaker tonight. They had a chance at pulling this one out, but they lost in a close one, I believe, to the Fireballs tonight, 13-7. That was quite the game, but they were unable to hold on to the lead. And it was 7-7 going into the last one, and then they let up those 6, and it just got brutal towards the end, unfortunately. Yoshi Eggs, like I said, we just saw what they played. And now let's take a look before we let you go, folks. It's been an amazing night. 11 people you're sticking around to watch the end of this. Let's take a look at Game Day 6, which is coming up probably on Friday. Make sure you stay following all of the social media, all TikTok, YouTube. I'll make sure I get it scheduled everywhere. Follow me where you're watching right now, me on YouTube at Alec Rome, and of course at Super Sluggers on TikTok for highlights and more, and some league reports and news around the league. Next week, Mario Fireballs face the Diddy Monkeys in what should be another great game. They are going to be Diddy Monkeys at home. That's going to be a big one. That will be a marquee one. Might be towards the end of the night again for them. Meanwhile, the Peach Monarchs, after a win, will go on the road to the mansion and hope to continue the stretch. Meanwhile, the Luigi Knights, after skidding a little bit here and dropping to 3-2, can they get it back under control? But the last time they were there, they got smoked. So let's see what happens there. But I think they can get it back under control. They put up a good effort tonight, and the Peach Monarchs still have to learn how to win games, but they did so tonight. The Yoshi Eggs are at the Bowser Monsters. Tough one for the Yoshi Eggs to follow up with. Does not get any easier. Thanks, everybody, for all the kind words. I appreciate you. It was a wonderful night. Let me get through these last couple. Daisy Flowers at the Birdo Bows, another incredible game. I'm looking forward to that one as well. The rookies facing the Wario Muscles. That should be solid. Wario Muscles, been doing so well. They jump up to the 3rd spot. The Bowser Jr. rookies have momentum. And then finally, the Waluigi Spitballs at the DK Wilds. Waluigi gets their first win tonight, but this is a great opportunity for DK to potentially hang their first win. Waluigi Spitballs still looked a little bit vulnerable and still have some issues to work out, and the DK Wilds have been so close that I think that's the right matchup for them. It's going to get better. I think that's an amazing lineup. I hope you do too. I want to say thank you to everybody who joined us. So many of you joined us tonight. We hit a peak of 17 tonight. I'm hoping to keep it going and continue to up the live viewership. It's been so much fun, and we have so much more baseball to go this season. For everybody here, I say thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Be kind to one another. And we'll see you next time.